Good day.
And welcome
to BB on Blast.
BB24, getting towards the finale.
What's this called? Against the Clock edition.
We haven't even bothered to do an intro or anything, a funny intro or anything.
We haven't got time.
I'm Lindsay.
And I'm Gaz.
Gaz has got to go to the cinema in 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
Which doesn't sound long, but when it's this podcast, it is. But to be honest, this week has been a bit...
I feel like a lot's happened, but there's been also a lot of just sort of, not filler, I don't want to say filler, but like a lot of context to big events. And it's really the big events that we need to focus on, I suppose. What do you think?
My opinion has changed.
Your opinion has changed? Oh, really?
Yes.
Of who? Estelle?
Yeah.
No.
Don't you think?
I fucking love Estelle.
Oh,
I still
she
thought
was
she was
behaving
great.
like an absolute idiot this week. In fact, the best thing for her would have been to go after the arcade, because when she came back in, she was being the most ridiculous of all.
I didn't think she was.
Oh, come on.
Perhaps a bit OTT, but you're allowed to be her.
Oh, back from the dead. I'm back from the dead.
Oh, yeah, she was saying
I'm
that
back
a
from
few
the
too
dead.
many times.
Oh, Estelle is back from the dead. Stop doing. Even you don't go Gaz this, Gaz that.
Oh, third person?
Yeah, don't you just think it's just...
I don't mind.
You should start doing that.
Out.
I think that would be on brand for you.
Lindsay's touching her cup of tea tentatively
Yeah,
because
but
it's too hot.
I like it when it's really, really hot. I also
We're drinking tea and water and coffee because
and we're
it's
on the
daytime.
balcony because it's outdoors. I've just had my hair done. I think you agree. It looks pretty fucking great.
It does. It's great. How's that bleached ear going?
I had my leaving drinks last night. Got
Oh, yeah.
absolutely shit-faced and going to Margate for the weekend.
Also,
so happy times.
Tell us about your experience of watching the episode last night.
Oh God! I was
Can you remember
watched
what
it when I
happened?
came home. God knows what my notes would be like. At the end, I had to pass the phone to Jack and say, "Can you finish this off?" Which I've never done in my life. I was literally just lying. Oh, in the night, I was just woke up coughing and I was moaning. I was going, oh. I thought I'm going to feel so bad in the morning, but in the morning I was actually all right.
Oh, right as
I think
rain.
I got it out of the way in the night time. I don't normally get drunk like that. It's not good. But hey.
Usually leaving drinks. You're allowed to.
You've got to have fun, haven't you? Girls just want to have fun. We need to bring that back, like running up that hill.
Make it happen, Stranger Things.
Stick that in Stranger Things.
Are they going to get to the early 90s at some point? I presume so.
Oh, I thought it was... Isn't it the last season? I don't follow it, so I don't know.
I don't know either, but I sort of wish that I had watched it, but it's too late now.
I watched the first series.
Good or...
I did like it,
have to
but...
make you come back.
Exactly. I just thought, yeah, I do like it, but it's not for me. I'd rather watch some mum drama with John Simmon or something.
Who's John Sim?
He's that guy who was in Human Traffic, but now he's in all these detective dramas.
I don't know what human traffic is.
It's about doing ecstasy in the 90s.
I saw a clip today of a man being doing a line of coke, sneezing, becoming shrunk, and then crawling into someone's penis on the inside.
What the fuck? Are you sure that was coke?
No. But, Little Nas X retweeted it and he was like, seriously, don't watch this clip. And then it was quite interesting because he was basically pleasuring this guy from the inside of his dick, but then he sneezed and became life-size again and killed the guy.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that's from, but that show looks twisted.
What?
I thought it was Queer Eye at first, but then when that happened I realised it probably wasn't.
Wow. This is...
Not Queer Eye. What's it called? Queer as Folk.
I mean, neither made any sense, so whatever. Fuck me. Right, okay. Can you send that to me? Because I can't picture that in my mind.
I can send it to you, yeah. I'll find it on Twitter.
We'll put that in the show notes, not really.
Also, just to say, we are well aware BB24 launched yesterday. We haven't seen the cast. I've seen a bit of the house. We haven't seen the episode. So, thanks to KR, I don't know who this is, but the email has the word Dallas in it. That's all I will say. They emailed us the world's worst cheat sheet for BB24 where all of the names are jumbled up, so it's very, very confusing. There's a guy in this series called Terrence Higgins. Yeah, that's the charity I work for. But it's spelled with an A, not an E on the end. Weird.
That's weird. Hold on, didn't someone send us a spoiler in the email?
Somebody responded. No, it was on on our tweets. Big Brother Wiki. Good intentions, but the cheat sheet had the HOH label and someone else label. But I didn't look.
They don't know that though.
They don't know.
And if people emailing us directly that shit, then there's an issue. Then
Also,
there's a problem.
I don't know who people are, so it really doesn't
Exactly,
matter.
it was in one ear and out the other. I've had some people trying to spoil me, Luke, but I've been like, can you not post that shit? Because I'm trying to avoid this. Can you stop showing me pictures of the house?
Speaking of spoilers, can we finally reveal that we've been living under the spectre of a potential Tim eviction spoiler for the last 3 weeks?
Yeah.
And finally, obviously it's come true.
Yeah.
Did you manage to sort of suspend belief in the spoiler for a while, because I did.
Well, yeah, because it wasn't true. Tim stayed long after we heard that spoiler.
We were told Tim had another week left.
Yeah. But we knew Tim was never making it to the final. I'm grateful we had Tim for as long as we did, aren't you?
Yeah, but imagine, could have been sitting next to two legends in the final, Johnson could have done.
The final's going to be so shit.
In the final, going to be terrible. We are one OG away from an abysmal final.
They're going to vote Reggie out. If they don't,
not?
they'd be absolutely thick, because she's going to win.
And now Brenton has to win.
Fuck me. Oh, no. Is that
Honestly,
where we're at?
Seriously, do you want Alicia or Taras to win over Brenton? I don't. I would be putting all my votes on Brenton if it's Alicia and Taras in the finale. I can't stand Taras. Yes, he's a good game player.
He's a good character.
I don't think he's a very nice winner.
He's got a horrible side to him. I can't see him winning.
That's why Estelle got the hump with him.
Hold on. Let me think. Johnson, no. Alicia, no, I can't stand her.
Johnson feels too entitled.
Johnson's just fuck off. Who's the others? Taras has given me more entertainment than most, but he has got a nasty side to him.
But imagine him standing on the podium. Sorry to shout out the podium.
Shout out, Danny.
You know, confetti on his shoulders, up there with the greats of Tim and Reggie. I don't think so.
I don't think so, Silly Jim. Hold on. Who's the other option? Brenton. Oh yeah, Brenton to win.
Oh, of course. Danny Hayes, late entrant.
Obviously,
could this be his year?
We want Reggie to win, but yeah, I don't know.
What do you think about this? Oh, Reggie, we really want you to be in the final, says Taras.
It didn't fucking look like it by the fact you predicted it 2 days ago.
I really want Reggie to get it.
She won't. She won't. She's got bad luck, hasn't she?
How's that tea?
Let's try another sip.
Dan's made Lindsay a leaf tea, not from a dusty
I've never had a leaf tea.
Not a dusty old factory floor tea bag.
Oh, it's still a little bit too hot. Yeah, it tastes nice.
Should we go into the notes?
I'm in the notes.
Oh, yeah, carry on then.
It's episode 26, I think, but I'm not sure. Setting it up for an OG to go, but will they? Question mark.
Reggie has a bad feeling about this.
She's worried about her, Tim, and Estelle going up. Oh, yeah, because you probably are. In fact, definitely.
Why have I written burgers and bombshells? Is that what Big Brother delivered?
No food finer than in the BB diner. That's why. They were all called to the living room and given burgers and milkshake. But what's the catch?
Burgers and bombshells sounds like a Sugar Babes album, or maybe Girls Aloud.
And they had sweet treats also, Big Brother style.
Oh, the menu was...
Sweet treats.
The menu was the sort of list of fuckeries that Big Brother could read out for you, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, Big Brother decided to ruin some people's games just towards the end. Thanks, Big Brother. It's true, isn't it?
Honestly, it was very blatant as well, wasn't it? They've never done this in this version before, where they've sort of revealed conversations. I guess because there's no tweets you can read out, right?
Yeah.
You have to show the footage.
You have to go in the Wayback machine to find the tweets. No,
you're obsessed with the Wayback machine already. What have you been looking at on there?
I don't know. I always think of it.
It's
I think because of the time, the room where Tim was, the waiting room.
If you've never used the Wayback machine, think about one of your favourite websites and go have a look. Type it in, and you can go back to what it looked like in the year 2000. We've been to the year 2000. It's very interesting. They've got backups of pretty much everywhere.
Nothing dies on the internet, so they've probably got your old dick pics on there too, so watch out.
Alicia said she's more of a savoury kind of girl. I had her down as sour.
So one of the things on offer was a fruity Stratlova.
Sounds nice.
They showed a video of Alicia and Tim. What were they doing? It was so
doing
old.
The hacker mission.
That was
what bearing did that have on anything?
3 months ago.
It was Tim and Alicia that hid that bar stool. What a bombshell.
Who gives a shit? And then we had Estelle hiding Reggie in the laundry.
What was the dish called? Do you know? I haven't got it either.
That was still the fruity Stratlova, I think.
I think there was another one in between.
Yeah, I'm not sure. You should have written it down. There was one with Johnson. It's like, Johnson made that deal with Tim, and Alicia is like, why don't you tell me? I'll tell you everything.
Yeah, I think that was called a snake and date pudding, but I'm not sure. I got a point here that Reggie was like, I was fixing the washing machine. They didn't show it all. It's like
they didn't show it all.
You can bring out the age old. I got a bad edit, or they haven't shown all the footage. We know they're not showing all the footage, but they didn't show all the footage of the housemates of Reggie, with their tool belt on, getting the back of the washing machine open.
I finally listened to Tully's podcast about the bit of BB banter, because I thought there can't be that many spoilers in it now. And she was saying, like, in the WhatsApp group, they all moan, like, oh, why ain't they showing this? Why ain't they showing that? I was like, typical.
Of course.
Oh, because you're not that interesting, that's why. If you're interested, you'd be in the edit. No, there's not enough time to show everything, is there?
Well, we raised the point last week. Well, I raised the point of I was suspicious about Sonia saying it's a new day in the Big Brother house. To which Alfie said, yeah, they have been cutting out entire days. So if you're vigilant fans, you'll notice.
Alfie was so up in arms about that. I couldn't care less.
The whole day, though.
It's
like a blind spot in our view of the game.
It reminds me of when on BBUK they stopped showing it on a Saturday night. Do you remember?
That was the worst.
That was like,
Dark
what is
times.
happening on the Saturday? I need to know.
Yeah.
So yeah,
See?
I know, but now I'm just like desensitised to it all. Take those crumbs off the floor and be grateful.
Estelle said, "You've lied black and blue to me." Black and blue is a very Australian turn of phrase, I guess.
That's not the
it's
right...
almost like a breach of contract. No, black and blue is I was beaten black and blue.
Yeah, black and blue ain't the right word in that
They
context.
use it in reference to ink.
Oh.
Yeah, I think.
What do you mean?
You know, like a contract is written in black and blue.
Oh, right. Is it?
Well, black ink and a blue pen to sign it. I don't know. I think so. That's what I took
why
from
the
it.
blue pen to sign it?
I don't know. I like a blue pen.
I think you've made
Do you
that
prefer
up.
a blue pen or a black pen?
Black, ideally.
Oh, I prefer blue.
Oh. What about if someone has a green? What about that?
Oh,
that's a curveball, isn't it?
That's an accessibility problem.
I'm mad me, isn't it?
It's like the glitter gel pens of the past.
Hold on, this is the start of Estelle getting on my nerves.
Okay.
She is being so puritanical. She's just like, she
By
is
that,
on
do you
the...
mean she's on the moral high horse?
Yeah, she is on the fucking
What
moral
about the
high
little
horse.
miniature pony? The moral miniature pony.
She goes, oh, you should have told me, blah, 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 blah. Tim was like, what was I supposed to say? I have a deal with Johnson, just tell you that outright.
Yeah, to be fair, she was confusing like a game and people's
that's
honesty.
all Shiver does.
Yeah, you're
You're
right.
in Big Brother. Literally, leave your morals at the door. You fight, you steal, you cheat, you backstab, you...
Leave those morals in the mainframe.
Expect the unexpected. Come on, stop being a heart player.
Yeah, but...
Then pretending you're not at the end.
But... isn't the issue her personal friendship with Tim?
And the personal game information.
Why she feels more betrayed by Tim, because she really thought they had a real world connection that would translate into the house.
But I heard Tully on her podcast going, Tim's just going to Tim when he goes in the house, and that's the way it is. I'm still friends with him outside.
Tim's gonna Tim.
Yeah, she said he just leaves his morals at the door, and that's it.
Yeah.
So if Tully can put up with it, why can't Estelle?
Tully honestly handled it very well, the sort of shit that she put up with from Tim in the early days, I think.
She has a good level of emotional maturity now, which she certainly did not used to have.
Well, we don't know what Big Brother cut out, don't forget that.
Yeah, true. What are you saying? Estelle going on about intuition. Oh no, should have trusted my intuition.
You know, Estelle's on the sort of yogi spectrum.
Oh, this intuition bollocks. Take your crystal,
she's
shove it up your
Sage
ass.
Burner adjacent, for sure.
Oh God, I just can't with these people.
I love her though.
Yeah, I do still like her, don't get me wrong, but she
so
was...
stylish. How is she so fucking... Has she got a stylist, or has she just created that herself?
She looks good, I must say. She looks very good for her age as well.
She's 34.
On Tully's podcast, she was saying she went on some forum and they were saying, have the Big Brother people aged well? And obviously she clicked on it, and then someone said, oh, Drew looks exactly the same, and Tully went, I beg to differ. Quite.
So do you.
Anyway, let's just listen to Tully's podcast for more of that.
Tim doesn't regret doing what he did. He said, you're such a hard player, you're not going to understand that head moves need to be made. Alicia versus Johnson. I've written no notes.
Oh yeah, Alicia was annoyed about Johnson not telling her. She said, oh, this whole thing has put a target on people's backs.
There you go. So even she was annoyed.
Well done, Big Brother. Big Brother, why are you doing this? Estelle said Tim is playing a self-preservation game. Well, yeah, he's trying to win the money.
This is the self-preservation society.
Taras, I noted, has gone back under the radar again.
See?
He had it this
Not for
time.
long. Estelle versus Taras, I got here. Estelle said...
That didn't last long.
Estelle wants to trust Taras.
Trust.
And I've written, there's a lot of snake effects in this section.
Oh,
did you notice
I
that?
know.
The whole
The old rattle?
yeah.
Oh,
well,
shit.
there's the thing with the tongue, at least.
Oh. Standard. Yeah, go on. Wow.
Well, Taras said, you know what a liar does best? Oh, I've written that thing with the tongue here. I've already
You've
fucked my own
ruined your
joke. He said, you just got to keep lying, okay?
God, in the diary room.
Just keep lying, just keep lying. What do? We lie.
I've got a comparison with Taras.
Not to a dick, is it?
Well, cock nose. We've done that. Listen, I think this is a good comparison.
Okay.
Taras's game reminds me of Tishon's game, was playing the nice guy, blah, 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 nice guy. Then suddenly at the end, just turn, and then you're like, oh, that's not the Taras I expect to see. And it sort of throws you off. It's quite, like, destabilising.
Sure.
And don't you think there's a similarity of, like, you're expecting one thing from someone, then you get this other thing, you're like, oh, it's confusing. But is that going to win you votes at the end?
No.
Like, Tishon, all he had to do was win a few comps. Taras has got to win over the great Australian public. And we're so trying hard not to say American.
I don't think it's necessarily a fair comparison, because I don't think Tishon did it with an agenda, whereas Taras went in with the agenda to play an evil character. Do you not think?
I don't know.
He wanted the Ari rise to notoriety in a way, or Big Brother wanted it of him. I don't know. Who knows how far this Big Brother may go into trying to engineer how someone acts in the house. We will never know. But I think like Tishon was nicer with it. It was confusing when he fucked Jedson over. Yes. But
I didn't like that.
I don't think it's out of character for Taras to be acting a dick to Estelle.
No.
Although he did seem to have quite a few close personal connections early doors, didn't he? With OGs, where...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I guess it's a strategy to lure them into a false sense of security, perhaps. He is a bit
of an odd strategy.
He's a bit like that snake out of the Jungle Book.
Hold on. Alicia was moaning at Johnson while having a wee. This is before that.
Was she?
Johnson is covering his arse. He said, I'm being fair dinkum with you. Tim and Estelle arguing and Alicia listening. Oh, yeah, Tim and Estelle were arguing in the bedroom. You got this bit?
I said that the newbies are talking about their next target. And Johnson wants to target Estelle and also nominate Tim to force his vote onto Estelle. But was Estelle listening? That's all I've got.
Hold on. Yeah, this is before that, I think.
Okay.
I'm not sure though. I'm a bit confused. Tim, oh fuck's sake. Tim said he was going to have a no talking to Estelle policy for the rest of the game. Is that before or is that after that bit?
No, it's before that bit. Yeah, you're right.
Estelle then went moaning to Taras, and Taras said he was going to put OGs up, but Estelle said, oh, if you do that, I'm going to go. And then Taras said, okay, I won't put you up. Lied again.
There you go. Yeah.
Lied.
He's a big liar.
He's a big ass liar. And then, that was on in the diary room. He said, I'm the self-proclaimed best liar. I know. He self-proclaimed he's the best liar.
I did jump. It's Tim versus Estelle section. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know why you did that. It confused me.
Sorry.
Johnson rallying the troops. We're getting thinner and thinner, just like his hair.
I was going to say that, damn it. He will regret leaning forward in that eviction chair, won't he?
Taras telling the newbies he would target Estelle.
That's why Johnson's got to win, to pay for the hair.
Yeah, the plugs.
Procedure. I'm sorry, say that again.
Taras told the newbies he would target Estelle. Then we had Tim eating cold pizza. Reggie was not a fan. Are you a fan of eating cold pizza?
No.
Jack said it's brilliant.
I mean, you probably don't eat pizza anyway.
No, I don't.
No, I would always heat the pizza. I'm Team Reggie.
Yeah, but you're a plate heater as well, aren't you?
Yeah, I definitely a stringent plate heater. No cold plates with hot food in my house.
I don't get the hate plating.
Don't hate the plate heating. Hate the condensation. It's the condensation for me. So when I make toast, I don't want to put it on a cold plate and then it condensates and gets soggy on the bottom. That's what it's all about for me. And also keeping my food hot for longer.
But I'm going to eat it so fast that it's not going to matter.
I'm a bit of a slow eater.
Oh, you are a slow eater. That must be why then.
But I just grew up on that. My mum used to put the plates in the oven to heat them up beforehand.
I do remember people doing that back in the day, but I haven't seen anyone do it this side of the millennium. Except you.
Listeners, are you a plate heater? Let me know in our comments at bbonblastpod.
But Jack was saying cold pizza tastes really, really good. Like, even better than hot pizza.
People say that, and people also say that like the Chinese food the next day tastes better.
Oh, God,
some people eat that good. Cold. But I read a story about someone eating that Chinese food they left out of the fridge, getting like food poisoning and losing a limb. So
shit.
I think you should be careful.
Proceed with caution, dear listeners. So, did Estelle over here? This is where the OG's bad strategy.
We never saw the end of whether she actually ever heard that.
I don't think she did. Taras said Estelle has willpower and mind power. He's correct.
Correct.
She does.
And that's why she's like at least a double threat, if not triple, because she's stylish too.
I've said here, if the OGs can win, it would be 3 versus 3. That was hopeful of me, wasn't it?
If they can win the comp.
Yeah. And take out one of the newbies, then it would have been 3 versus 3.
That would have been what we needed, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Estelle, who was our only hope really in this competition, faltered. Oh, by the way, she dropped because Brendan, was it Taras?
Taras.
Yeah. We'll come to that. She did get a bit off script at that point.
Yeah, she was being a bit of a dick.
So the challenge was that one where they had to like cling on to. It looks a bit like a clock face.
I like that.
I feel like we've seen something similar before.
Yeah, the magazine covers.
Yeah,
I like that one. Did you?
It was really good because it would turn as well, so you had to be stable. It was.
I thought Estelle would win. Did you? Because of the yoga sort of poses.
Yeah, but then Taras has got that too.
That's true. He's got the mental and the physical too. Fuck that little weasel.
So I haven't really got notes for what happened until it came down to Taras versus Estelle. What about you?
Oh, hold on. So at the start, BB said, "Tim, do you think people are coming after you?" And Tim went, "Probably. It's taken them long enough." Which I like. Johnson is on his toes. Wouldn't balls of the feet be better?
Oh, those pegs on the feet.
Oh.
Also, those are tiny little pegs too.
Plus you get all the shots of the bare feet, which we don't agree with.
Also reminded me of Joel's teeth. Sorry,
Estelle
Joel.
said it's like yoga mixed with Twister. Brenton and Johnson struggled. Johnson fell off. Tim fell off 30 minutes in. This favours the light people. Jack said we'd be fucked on this one. Yeah.
As well as every other comp in this whole thing. Because they've just been so relentlessly physical this year.
No, but on Tully's podcast she was saying they had to make the comps easier so Reggie could play them. And I thought, that doesn't make sense, because Reggie's not won one single comp and they're not that easy. They'd be better off just giving Reggie a little bit of an advantage each time than tailoring the comps in a particular way.
I think so. Oh, that leads us on to, I forgot, but we need to talk about ableism and that. And it's only one person who I've seen.
Don't feed the trolls.
I know I shouldn't feed the trolls, but I'd never seen explicit ableism like that. And it is just like so confusing and so beyond me that
that person's got like 10 followers. They're not a real person. They're just a troll.
Well, I think they are a real person.
They're not.
And I think that's genuinely their views. But they've took such a hate to Reggie, and I'm not going to mention who it is, but if you look on our tweets, you'll find them. People came and took her to task about her ridiculous views. And by the way, she's American, not just as an aside, but like she's not Australian. She doesn't really obviously have the affiliation with Reggie already. I don't know if that makes a difference.
We still do.
Yeah, I know. But just to say it for context, it's not someone who would have known Reggie before. But she seems to have such a problem with her even being present on the show and saying how she's taking the place of someone else, how she's playing the disability card, how she's using it to advantage. I just want to say that I've never heard Reggie once complain about living with a disability in the Big Brother house. If you look at how she goes about her daily life, she pulls more than her weight. She fucking runs the kitchen. We can see that from what we see.
Shout out Vinnie Jones.
She tries to do every comp, which is stacked so far against her, and never once says, Big Brother, can you make this better for me? Apart from when she needed help to drop off of something, which I think is reasonable. And to say someone's playing on disability card when I've only ever heard the disability mentioned in her VT, which means, if anything, the show are using it as part of a storyline, which is fair enough. Yeah. Because they care about, Australia cares about Reggie and it's part of her story arc. But I was just it took such strongly against her saying that she was playing a disability card. Usually it's the race card we're talking about. But I just thought, like, okay, you're so dumb that you can't. Your hatred for someone based on disability is so dumb that you're making these dumb comments.
But Gaz, there's been loads of disabled people in reality TV. Blind Mikey.
The guy with one leg in ours.
Steve
Barron.
Oh, that guy.
Barron, is it?
Who else? Yeah, so many disabled people. Ugh, get rid of them. Ugh, too many taking over, winning every single year. Shut up, troll. Fuck off.
Yeah, she was an ultimate troll, but
you shouldn't have fed into it.
I just never seen ableism like that manifesting itself. Ableism, I would say, normally is like the curb doesn't have a flat bit for people to get up in wheelchairs. I've never known it to be hateful.
Also, but the whole thing is, Reggie got on the show when she was not disabled, And the only reason they have a disabled person on the show now is because she became disabled in the meantime. Big Brother Australia still wouldn't have a disabled person on now if they could possibly help it.
Yeah.
That's the irony of it. Like Reggie accidentally became disabled or differently abled. That's the term we're supposed to use.
Yeah.
And Big Brother was like, oh, well, we've got to have her because she's Reggie. So
you claim in that term, which was basically fed to us by research.
Yeah. Well, look. We've learnt now.
Yeah.
We're better people because of it.
Yeah.
Shut up.
So yeah, that's the rant that I needed to go on. I don't know if I got a bit tongue-tied at times there, but I was so upset about it. You should have shouted more.
Then I could have defined it more as a rant. It was more of just a complaint. It's but total bollock because I don't believe people with those views actually exist.
And I find it hard to believe too, but they do exist, and that's a scary thing.
That's what I used to say about to my friend Delali. Like, I don't think the people in the male comments are actually real people, and she's like, they fucking are.
Exactly.
Like,
and we walk amongst them, and we'll never know which ones are the homophobes, the racists, the ableists.
No, well,
because they look like you and I.
Not unless they beat the crap out of you.
Yeah,
that might be an indicator. No, I know what you mean though. God, Jesus, this has gone dark. Right, what's happening?
Taras versus Estelle.
Yeah, hold on. We're not even there yet.
Okay.
So, yes.
yes.
Reggie lasted a long time.
She
just
did.
To say.
She did really well.
She did well. I was just hoping Reggie could pull out a late win.
I really wanted her to have at least one win.
What's going on?
Some kids are kicking a bottle top down the street.
Fuck's sake,
Welcome
man.
to South
Production
London.
Value. God, what's going on there? Yes, go on. Taras versus Estelle. We're here now.
Was Estelle asking, "Am I safe with you?" of Taras? I believe she was, right?
Yeah, Taras told Estelle she's safe. Don't lie to her. I put. And then, when
I've
she
written,
said,
"Do not trust him."
She said, "Am I safe?" And he went, If someone takes that long to answer your question,
The answer
they're
is
fucking
no.
lying.
Yeah.
You're lying. You're lying.
Although, if he's going to lie, he could just do it a bit quicker. Right?
Weird.
If lying is his game, he just said, just keep lying. It's very quick to say, yeah, you're safe.
Yeah.
Anyway. He promised her this safety. I said, don't trust him. And next thing, she started to falter. And she lost a bit of grip and then she dropped. Cut to a little bit later. Estelle's claiming that
she did drop.
I can't do a silent or silenced with it because there's not a past tense of.
She definitely
Did you
dropped.
drop or were you dropped?
Let me refer back to my notes. Estelle fell. Okay.
Yes.
It didn't say Estelle stepped off. Okay.
Or threw it or handed it to Taras, unfortunately. I wonder how she rewrote that in her mind.
Yeah.
Because she was committed to that.
Yeah,
It's the Mandela effect.
So at the end, I thought it was quite interesting because Big Brother goes, blah, 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 congratulations, blah, blah, blah. And Estelle goes, I trust Taras.
Yes.
I feel like announcing it like to the whole group.
That's a tactic.
That's a good tactic.
He's promised this to me.
He's
and let's
promised
see what
this.
He does
And
with
if he
it.
doesn't do it, then you know he's alive. But everyone already knows he's alive.
That's him. Give me the power. Let's see what I do with it.
Everyone already knows he's a liar anyway.
He's lying.
Taras said, was this in the diary room? I nearly got sent home because of her last time. Oh yeah, when she wrote to save Drew.
Yeah,
your arch nemesis, Drew.
She'd apparently promised him she was voting with him.
Yeah.
Tit for tat then, isn't it, in a way?
But don't bankroll that all season, Taras. It's worse than Johnson on his Operation Vengeance. Okay, so then what happened?
Then,
yes.
Taras said he finds joy in the pain.
Oh. Well.
Is he a sadist?
That would be the masochist.
He engages in masochist, yeah. Is that people that engage in BDSM or whatever?
Sadists enjoy giving pain, masochists enjoy receiving pain.
It.
Yeah.
Oh, what does BDSM mean?
Bondage. Oh, I don't know
Is
actually.
It
sadomasochism. Sadomasochism.
So it's
bondage.
It's like two hearts, like the yin and yang of the puzzle, is it?
Yeah, it could be. I don't know.
No.
I don't know why you're asking me.
No, I'm not insinuating a thing. I just thought you might know.
I'd like to know.
Didn't know we were going there today.
Oh
but
no,
thanks, Taras.
we've not even had a drink. He also said the deal is void as she didn't step off.
Oh, hang on, Dan said at that point when Taras said that. I knew he was kinky. My Dan. She what?
Taras said the deal is void as she didn't step off. Straight after we made the deal.
What deal? I didn't see a deal.
They did make a deal. He said, I've got you, or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. But he was lying.
But it didn't get to the point of the conclusion of,
no.
yes, please step down
Yeah,
because I'm giving this to you.
Yeah.
You need to sort of see it through with the heart,
Yeah.
it's a verbal contract.
Yeah.
Contract's the bane of my life this
You
week.
know you can bounce checks in the Big Brother house. Everyone knows that.
Estelle must have saved her burger for after the comp. Did you see that? She was eating her burger from the paper when she got back into the house.
Who eats a cold burger? That's even worse than cold pizza. Taras said he's voting for the people who voted him out. And we knew instantly then it was the OGs who he was putting up.
Well, it's not a surprise, is it?
No. So they announced it to the house, and Estelle said, "You lied to me completely." And Taras went,
Yep.
Oh, the way he said that.
Cold.
Oh, that little fucker. I'd want to give him a slap, wouldn't you?
Yeah. No, you couldn't in the BB house, but yeah.
Tim, little fucker, goes, "It had to be done, Taras." I was like, "You little fucker, stop that."
There is an element of Tim accepting game moves as well.
Yeah. But Tim's also
Rubbing
greasing the wheels.
Right. Estelle said she stepped off. It didn't look like it, to be fair, I've written. Estelle said, that's fine. You've just shown everyone that you're completely full of shit. And I've written, not the high horse. Did someone talk about the high horse? Or was that just me?
Yeah, no, the high horse was mentioned here. Estelle said, "Can we talk?" And Taras said, "Let's talk in front of everyone." And Taras said, "You voted against me to keep your arch nemesis. Don't come onto your high horse with me about lying." Johnson and Alicia were trying not to laugh. Taras said, "You lied to me, so why do you get to be angry against me? You voted to keep Drew after everything he's done, and I've had enough of it." Tim said, "You didn't let go." She was saying,
Yeah.
Tim's getting involved.
So how did she react to that?
She stomped off and said, "This is bullshit." And then she went, "I'm going to go and talk to Big Brother about it."
And they said, didn't someone say, "Oh, you're going to tell on here"?
Yeah, Tim.
Yeah,
Tim
you're
said,
telling.
"She's telling. I'm telling."
The thing is, Estelle's using the diary room as it's intended. You're
Yeah.
supposed to go to the diary room and vent, and that's what it's there for. I don't think she should be teased for using it as
Yeah, but
it's
it sounded
intended.
like she was going to go and sort of argue the case with Big Brother to see if she could get off the block. I'm going to go and talk to Big Brother about it. I want to speak to your manager.
Estelle said, "Tim, shut the fuck up."
What do you think Big Brother said to Estelle when she came in to talk about it?
I don't know. Why? What do you think they would said?
It's probably
Tried
like
to someone else.
tough shit.
We saw her talking to Big Brother, didn't we? I think we did.
Oh,
I don't know what
maybe.
she said.
Tim said, "Oh, we're missing the big story, which is that this is the first time I've been nominated on day 56." Reggie started scrambling. And
but she wasn't sure if she should scramble now or cook the dinner first.
yeah, scramble the eggs or scramble the campaign.
See? Her priority is getting everyone's dinner when she could be saving herself in the game.
Yeah.
Oh, look, she's not going around telling everyone, "Oh, I'm blind, I should stay, I should be in the final."
No, that's
what
true.
do you know?
That's true. So everyone says, "Reggie, don't
One other
worry."
thing, sorry. And another thing.
And another thing.
That person's going, "Oh yeah, she was acting like she needed a handheld to come into the house, all this stuff." If you paid a blind bit of attention to the fucking show, you'd know that she struggles more so in low light. So in low light conditions, like in the eviction room, she does need a bit more help.
Oh, the arcade ain't going to work out.
Exactly. Well, it's kind of unfair. They keep putting her in dark rooms.
Look, that person is living rent free in your head, and you need to let them open the door and let them out. Open your ear and flick them out.
Let them out the laundry room.
So basically, they were like, "Reggie, you don't need to worry. We're all going to vote Estelle out. Just chill out."
And we'll do the dinner.
Reggie was like, "Oh no, I'm worried. There's going to be a blindside against me." Well, she was kind of right at the end.
Yeah.
Reggie's basically, she's an endgame threat, but she's not a comp threat. So is it good to get rid of Reggie?
She's the
now?
ultimate endgame threat.
Yeah,
That's the point.
But if you've got Estelle in your crosshairs who can win shit, ain't it better to get her out first?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because Reggie is essentially a sitting duck unless
Yeah.
Big Brother decides to throw in a completely different style of competition
the
at
Wheel
the
of Fortune.
end. Yeah.
Right.
And I hope they do.
They won't. They won't.
I'm sure there was talk about this series not being as physical, and it's bollocks unless you're talking about the panic room, which doesn't count.
Yeah.
And also, all of those shopping tasks are run here, press this button there. They're all physical.
Yeah, they're all physical.
I really would like some, I don't know.
Questions and answers.
Yeah, maybe some questions
some
and answers.
trivia.
Maybe some pure chance.
Yeah.
Maybe some open this mystery door. Just a bit of variety, please, next year, Big Brother.
Yeah. Big Brother.
But the fact Reggie's made it this far in a physical comp, I guess, it speaks to her inability to be a threat, perhaps.
Just because people like having her around, I reckon.
Also,
and she cooks nice food, probably.
And it's such bad press to come for Reggie, isn't it?
Yeah, oh God, yeah. Just ask Johnson and Alicia. So Estelle goes, Reggie was crying to Alicia, and then Estelle went, I'm just upset. To Taras, and Taras just turned around and walked off. Like, he was being so rude.
Yeah.
Like, I know she is kind of annoying the way she's being, but just, I don't know, if someone was like that with me, I'd be like, oh, fuck you then.
Yeah, to Taras.
Yeah,
of course.
Tim said she's backing up the bulldozer. And what did he say? Have you got this? Have you got this quite? Because I feel like I missed that.
I think I've missed that too. But let's see what we can piece together. But Tim says Estelle is digging a big hole with a bulldozer, and she may as well get in it and kick some dirt on top. Is that what he said?
I've got. She's backing up the bulldozer. And we're going to kick some dirt on it and say bye-bye, Estelle. That actually reminded me of something that happened in season 10 when I think Michaela and the Sugar Sisters said they hoped Tahan would go and die in a hole. And then it became a big thing. And I think they said about kicking dirt over it as well. I was wondering if it was a throwback.
A very sort of obscure throwback.
Go and die in a hole. Ouch. Poor Estelle. Fucking hell. Tim said to Brenton, now you have my fate in your hands. Brenton said, it feels good. Tim said, I will owe you one after this if you save me.
Someone said, like, what does Brenton actually bring to the show the other day? And I said, what about his diary room voice? Big brother, I'm in the diary room, so I'm doing that. Dan calls it a stage whisper. A whisper
yeah,
you
he
can
does
hear.
do that. He's always got like a stupid look on his face, hasn't he? He's harmless.
Even without the googly eyes and the flower on the nipples.
He's harmless, that's all I can say for
He's
him.
our winner, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, no.
Pick to win.
No, I don't know if I can co-sign it. Maybe I can, though. Let's see.
First intruder to ever win.
Oh, yeah, could be. I mean, he could win because he is nice, and Alicia's not nice, Johnson's not nice, Taras certainly isn't nice. So if you're voting for a nice guy, the Chad is nice guy effect.
I don't know if Johnson is not nice, but I think he's very entitled.
He gets someone nice.
You used to like him,
Big
and
Brother.
you thought he was funny. I've never really...
No.
He's never appealed to me.
I don't know why I used to think that. I've redacted.
We also need to address the fact that Johnson is not Greek, and his napkin thing is Assyrian. I don't really understand what Assyrian means, but it's something of a Middle Eastern culture.
Yeah.
Right? Arab culture.
Yes. What do you mean you don't understand what Syrian means?
It's not Syrian, it's called Assyrian.
Assyrian.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm the ignorant one then.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. It's just a culture I'd never heard of.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Rowan told us that. Thanks, Rowan.
Thanks, Rowan, for correcting us.
Yeah, we like to be...
politically correct at all times.
No, we like to know about people's nationalities and get it right if possible.
Yeah, also, I've concluded Taras is not like South African or anything else. I think he's just really fucking posh. I think he's a real posho.
He's got lovely teeth. Have you seen his teeth?
No.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Really?
Yeah. You could almost forgive the nose, but not quite.
You're going to die on that hill.
So, I'm going to die kicking that dirt over that hole.
Tim is telling Brenton if he votes like Estelle, he'll owe him one. There you go. Estelle is on the apology tour for her blow up.
Yes. Oh yeah, Taras continued being a right prick.
Did he? Estelle's trying to turn it on with Tim and Alicia. Turn it on.
Yeah, she tried to talk to Taras first, and he went, "I'm not interested."
Fair enough.
Oh, fuck you, Taras. You should put some respect on the OG's name. Is there a chance Tim could go? ? I've written. I feel like Estelle will go. Estelle pitching. There's no guessing with me. Yeah, you always know where I stand. It's true. She's a loyal player. If you got Tim on side, who knows what the fuck he could do? If you've got Estelle on side, you know she's going to be in your corner.
Yeah.
If she's telling the truth about being on your side in the first place, I guess that's.
I guess it's the one time that she, didn't meet her word with the Drew situation because she felt more loyalty towards Drew as an OG.
Yeah.
I think that's sort of forgivable. But you're right, you've always known exactly where Estelle stood, and it was next to the OGs. Until now, where she started to sort of suggest she was ready to open her... Or was it after the arcade? Or was it she was ready to sort of open her sights to other alliances? Because she had no choice.
Yeah, she had nothing else left, did she? Johnson said he's tempted to take out one of the biggest players BB has ever seen. I think that's Tim.
Must be.
3 OGs hugging. Reggie was crying and said, we should have made it to the end together. Well, you probably would have if it wasn't for Tim voting the other fucking way all the time. Nominating the wrong person for head of household.
I wonder how Tim feels now, looking back, if he feels regretful for not...
Yeah.
Because what they should have done was powerhoused the newbies out of the competition.
Yeah.
Because, let's be honest, Tim would have won if it were not for Reggie. Like, in
What do you mean?
so I believe that if the OGs had managed to get rid of all the newbies,
Yeah.
Tim would advance to the final. It would only be Reggie that could beat him. I don't think. I think every other OG would come second to Tim.
Yeah.
Apart from Reggie.
Yeah.
And Tim could have easily got Reggie out before the end if he wanted
Yeah.
to. That is also a sort of catch-22 because it looks so bad to get rid of Reggie.
Yeah.
But I just think with a different tactic,
Yeah.
he could have been the winner easily.
The first 2-time winner.
Obviously, I've never heard of Brian Dowling.
How much was that annoying you?
Really annoying me. But I've seen other people say on Twitter about that, and Australians
say what?
say that he's not the first person to win, wouldn't be the first person to win twice in the world.
No, yeah, they're not.
Yeah.
We're talking about the world. We are part of the world here, as far as I know.
Yeah. And someone said,
Saying
a couple
what?
said that I'm pretty sure someone has won Big Brother twice, and then someone from Australia said about Brian Dowling being a 2-time winner. So people do know about the legacy of Brian
Don't
Dowling.
ever fucking take that away from Brian Dowling. It's
Ultimate housemate.
disgraceful. Tim, you could have been up there on the podium with Brian Dowling. But
Yeah, it could have been you and Brian Dowling in the world. Both gay,
yes,
2-time winners.
both gay, cheeky.
I presume
two-time
Tim
winners.
now identifies as gay. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. So anyway, Tim was crying here as well. He said, "I don't want it to get nasty or ugly."
I'm never sure when Tim cries if it's real.
No, crocodile tears. He hugged Estelle, and Reggie said, "It feels like the end of the OGs."
Shut up, Bindi Owen.
But Estelle said, "Some magic might happen," and I immediately thought,
Big Brother might throw a curve.
Did you think that?
Well, I
Secret
guess that
room?
was it Estelle said that? Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you always cling on to the fact that there could be a curve.
Because they did do a very late secret room last year with Ari.
Tilly and Ari.
Yeah. And what's her name?
Sally. Sal. Yeah, I mean, also, well, there was a secret room.
And that was late. Very late.
And it
That's
was
what
late.
did Danny Hayes in.
No, but this was the arcade as well.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was thinking there could be a secret room. 'Cause it's the right time.
I
for
had a
it.
feeling it would come.
Yeah.
And also, I think for the OGs, I would probably, knowing how Big Brother likes to tell stories, I would think this is better for the story to save one of us.
But I do think the arcade was ultimately pointless, wasn't it?
It was, because it wasn't referenced again.
No.
And I really thought, like, they said, Big Brother almost suggested this is your time to, like,
Yeah.
train, which was a
Yeah.
bit like when Christina was in that room with the punch bag.
Oh,
remember?
yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
And
Walking Dead thing, wasn't
The Walking
it?
Dead thing.
Yeah.
And she came out having, in
Yeah.
theory, trained for
Oh,
it.
yeah.
And she stormed it, I think.
Yeah. The Dan Giesling.
But I really thought that maybe the way in was going to be a claw machine
Yeah.
or
Oh, yeah.
shooting hoops into one of those fairground rides or something. And I would have liked it to have followed through, but it didn't.
No. It's never good when something follows through.
I've written Reggie looks amazing in the eviction room, but I
Reggie-
haven't taken a picture of her.
Reggie has scrubbed up well.
Yeah.
Was this when she was wearing a black dress, I think, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Black one-shoulder dress.
I think
Tim.
the hair was, floofed.
Yeah, she did look good. Tim's outfit,
Was
the
he dressed as-
leopard print jacket.
Oh, not sure about
Oh,
that.
I
one,
don't
Tim.
know. I feel like Tim could pull it off.
Can he?
Yeah, Tiger Tim.
Tiger King. This is the one where Sonia came on screen and everyone went, "Oh, Sonia!"
Oh, the buckle. Was it the buckles?
The BDSM's back. Yeah, the buckles and the cutouts.
It's like a car seat.
She looks like she's going to, like, I don't know.
Grand Prix.
I was going to say more of like a LGBTQ plus day festival.
So, Tim said he's proud to make it this far.
And he's got a lot of fight left in him. Reggie was getting emotional in the
chairs.
chairs. Oh yeah, it's the three of them in the chairs, the icons.
That was sad, wasn't it?
It was sad. Very sad. Sonia asked Taras if there are any safe votes up there, and he said that Reggie was a safe vote.
Well, he was wrong.
Johnson gave some pointless commentary on how do you convince Australia you can win over the Queen.
Oh, yeah.
You can't. So just stop talking about it. Reggie's giving it the doing it for herself and for her kids. I like that. It's also for herself.
Reggie also said a little bit earlier, it was special to come back over hundreds of past BB people.
Yeah.
It's good.
Well, they sorted the cream from the chaff. Is that it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's not it. Chaff is the wheat from
the
the chaff.
wheat from the chaff, the cream from the crop. Taras looked like he was wearing his pyjamas.
I thought he was wearing Estelle's trousers. This was a bit of a strange turn of events.
Taras said, we don't want Reggie to go. We love Reggie, but why'd you put her on the block then, idiot?
Safe vote. It's a squeeze.
So Johnson said Tim's won it before and he absolutely killed it. And that's true. Estelle was crying and she said, if playing with my heart sends me home tonight, I can sleep tonight. I've said she's laying it on a bit thick here.
Yeah, she likes to trust in genuine connections.
Tim had a master stroke here, didn't he? Oh, I was going to come and talk about.
I was going to bring out the big guns, but
Instead, I'll just do this deeply moving speech.
Nostalgia based. Tearjerker.
Yeah, talking about the wider Big Brother family, mentioning coming out to Ben from Brisbane and Tully, and we're all going to be family. And when we catch up again, it will feel like home. That's that. If that wasn't strategy, I don't know what was.
It was almost kind of extended an olive branch to the newbies to say like you are just as valid housemates as we are, but I think I beg to differ.
Even though they ain't. Tim was becoming a heart player for a moment.
Playing with people's hearts.
What's happening? Estelle voted have you got the extended vote?
No, but I think the votes were evident from the way they came out. So Reggie got none, Tim got 2 and Estelle got 4. So looking at the numbers, Johnson and Tim voted for Estelle. And Tim had 2, which were Estelle and Reggie.
Oh, okay. Everyone else voted for
No, Estelle. So Alicia and Brenton. Alicia, Brenton, Johnson and Tim voted for Estelle to go.
That makes sense. Who did Tim vote for? Estelle. He said this person has played an honourable game.
Yes.
An honourable mention.
And Reggie obviously couldn't bring herself to vote for Estelle.
No,
I think she had a very strong connection.
They're best friends, aren't they? I mean, does Reggie even actually like Tim? I know he's OG, but I think they do.
And they walked in together, so there's that.
Yeah, don't you think he probably gets on it? No, I think she does like him, but he's an unpredictable factor.
Sorry, we've got the paparazzi going over.
So then...
We are outdoors, if that wasn't obvious. Then
Estelle went, but we never saw her walk out the door, did you notice? Never saw her get in that cab. So I knew something was
up.
up.
Big Brother said, housemates, this eviction is not over. Was that Sonia? Tonight is a double.
This is not how a double works or should work. It gives Taras too much power. It's not fair.
There should be another competition between. Yeah,
something. I was sure Tim was going to go, weren't you?
Yes.
It was the perfect opportunity to get him out.
Yeah.
They didn't take it. Alicia goes, this is disgusting. That sounded more like Nikki Graham then. Why are they doing this? It's too much power for Taras. Seems a bit cruel.
I hadn't thought of it like that, but you're right. There should maybe be another mechanism to save people.
Did you think Tim shit himself? He was like...
Really?
Yeah, he was not happy. So Brenton voted for Tim. Alicia and Johnson voted out Reggie.
As Alicia voted Reggie, Dan said, "You evil bitch, you will never know happiness."
That was a bit naughty of them, wasn't it?
Even Taras said, "Why did you do that?"
Yeah, oh God. I just thought, fuck you put her up.
Yeah.
That's your problem.
Yeah, you created these conditions.
Yeah. And then when Johnson came back out, it's like, I can't look, I can't even look, I can't look. I can't look at what you've done because your guilt. You pig.
Oh, Johnson, look at what you've done. What's that song that has that?
I know. What is that?
Franz Ferdinand.
Oh yeah.
Something. Look what you've done. Oh, never mind. Let's move on.
So, they did vote out Reggie. Tim went, oh, I didn't think it would go down this way. And yeah, Taras said, why did you do that to Alicia? Reggie was right about the newbies all along.
Oh yeah.
Turning on her.
So, she walks into the arcade and Estelle was like, What are you doing here?
Oh, this was my other part of getting annoyed with Estelle. The way that she acted. You're supposed to be happy you've been saved. They were both like, oh, we've been betrayed. That's pathetic. That is not the way to react when you've been saved by Big Brother. You should be happy. You should be laughing. You should be joyous. It was too much.
What are you doing here? A double? They were full of crap. Full of crap. That
was so stupid. They should be happy that they're in there. That really annoyed me. I did like the way Estelle was just playing that game as Reggie was
Yeah, casually.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. Hold on,
the arcade looks so fucking cool.
The arcade did
the effort that Big Brother puts into these rooms, and we see about 2 seconds of it on screen. It's really
I know.
Not worth it,
I wish we'd seen more of it. But by the way, just before Reggie went, Tim said, "I don't know if you should have done that." Did Reggie have to walk down the hallway on her own?
Yes.
Is that okay?
In the low light. I feel like probably she knows where she's going by now.
Yeah, oh yeah, true. That's it.
That is it for that episode. So,
yeah, I didn't like that reaction to them going in there. Oh, crying. Oh, we've been betrayed. Yeah, but you're safe. You're part of the twist. It's fun. Enjoy. It's like they're taking it too personally. Estelle and Reggie.
Estelle's taking it seriously from the off.
Too personally. It's not that deep. It's a game.
I want to say that, and I didn't go as far as like noting down the day numbers. But did you not think that the arcade was over a bit too quick? Like,
yeah.
I wonder if they edited a day out where they were in there secretly.
I wanted more from it. Yeah.
Because normally with those rooms, you get a bit of footage of people going a bit stir crazy or whatever.
But even the mainframe was the same when Drew and Alicia went in there. I saw nothing of it. So I just thought, yeah, what's the point? I just think, but yeah.
I like it, but I wanted it to mean more.
It's meaningless.
At least like give them some soft toys or something, you know, for winning the games.
Yeah. Were those actual arcade games, or were they sort of Big Brother made arcade games?
There's an actual claw machine, but what was Estelle doing? Something with a big wheel on it, wasn't it?
You know when you do that thing along the wire?
Yeah. And Taras was really good at that when he came in.
Taras goes, I want to play this computer game. Bitch, that ain't a computer game. That is certainly not a computer game.
Like, he's old enough to know what
I remember someone didn't they do a giant one of those in Big Brother once? Big Brother UK?
I feel like,
yeah. I remember that.
In the garden.
Yeah, in the garden, yeah. God, those were the days.
Do you want to have a break?
Yeah, let's have a break.
Okay, we'll be back in a second. Welcome back
to episode 27.
Yeah, so I, by the way, don't really have proper notes for this until way in, so we're going to get through this probably quite quickly.
God help us. So, Reggie said, can we have a beer? And Estelle said, it's not over, Reg. Taras did not think Reggie would go. Well, you shouldn't have put her up then. Johnson and Alicia think they have sealed their own fate. Oh yeah, there was all sort of doom-mongering, weren't they? And like feeling bad and blah, blah, blah.
When you've murdered someone and suddenly realise what you've done.
Yeah.
Like in a soap.
Alicia said, the blood is on our hands. Yeah, there you go. Alicia said, Australia's going to cut our dicks off. I didn't know you had a dick. Tim was very silent. Johnson is feeling empty inside and can't even look at himself in the mirror.
Well, lucky there's not any mirrors in that Big Brother house. Just look at yourself in the black sheet with a man's hand behind it.
Alicia said, Reggie needed it the most, but we're playing with our heads.
Imagine voting out the person that needs it the most. How cold.
Yeah. Tim...
it is ultimately a selfish game, though, isn't it?
Yeah, like, we can't say, it's all right for Tim to do that, and then say it's not all right for them to do that. Oh, we can, but...
And we will. We can and we will.
Tim is shocked that he survived the double eviction. He said to Brenton, thank you for the first vote you did for me, because Brenton voted him out the second time, but saved him the first time. I was like, oh. I was like, Brenton's card's been marked. Tim goes, they decided to... Yeah. Tim said, they decided to keep me over Estelle. Dumb move. Then they got rid of Reggie over me. What are they thinking? I think Tim then said to them, you're all idiots. All the noobs had a conversation and said, look, let's agree, the next person out is Tim. No shit. Tim...
The noobs.
Hold on. Tim said, far out, they're digging their own grave. What was that in reference to?
I don't know, get the bulldozer out.
He
thinks that...
because they kept
keeping him is a silly mistake. I don't know how Tim's concluded that at this point.
What can Tim actually do on his own? It is a numbers game, and your numbers
he ain't
up.
got them.
Tim's going to come up with a great plan. Estelle and Reggie, meanwhile, said, game on, moles.
The old classic.
BB called the housemates the Fantastic Five. Then we had day 57. There was a video played of the ex-housemates. This was really weird, the way they did this, and then showed the arcade at the end. I'm not sure about that, yeah.
Too soon for a start, but also I liked the fact that they'd made the ex-housemates record these videos unknowing of who was still in the game.
Oh, yeah.
Because Dave at the end basically shouting out Reggie and telling her to stay strong for her kids.
The others were mortified, weren't they?
It was like a really awkward moment. So good to see Dave come back.
Keep breathing, Reggie. It was good to see Dave. I miss Dave.
And his dog. Was he not with his dog?
Yeah, he was. Brenton had never seen Joel or Mel. Well, we barely knew them.
God, has he been there since... They're the only two he'd never seen.
Yeah. Johnson is the last remaining member of the J Crew. Alicia was still pining over Joel. How pathetic when you don't even fancy you. Oh yeah, not Joel Brenton hadn't seen. Josh.
The first guy out. I forgot about him.
Nutty guy.
Happy to see Sam.
Oh God, she's like, fuck off, get off my screen. She's so annoying.
I knew you would be.
Oh, it's just like, Jack was just like, got PTSD from when she was in there. That was it for the videos, I think. Oh, and then they showed the arcade, Estelle and Reggie playing games, and the others are all like, oh no. Oh. What did Big Brother say about that?
No idea.
Oh yeah, this is what they said. So there's a comp, and
there's an extra second chance challenge.
Yeah, but the twist is one of you guys have to play as well.
Yeah, and they have to pick unanimously who it is.
One will be saved.
That means the person going up for the comp has to agree.
Yeah, I thought Tim was fucked there.
Should have been just nominations in order to get people into the comp, I thought.
No, I like that when they have to agree unanimously on something. So the whole thing was basically one person is safe, and then the two who are left go in the eviction chairs, and one goes.
Yeah.
I didn't like that at all. I didn't like anything about this. I didn't think it worked, and it was annoying.
Okay.
But I was happy that Taras just decided to choose to go up.
Well, Tim engineered it, didn't he?
Yeah, well...
Did he or did he not?
I think Ted engineered it. Because the Frankenbites were just going through the roof right here, and Tim sort of reverse engineered it and pretended to take the credit for it.
Right.
That was the vibe I got. I could be wrong.
I just got here that he was planning to make a newbie nominate themselves, and he suggested that it would be a hero move to sacrifice yourself. He did say that out in front of them on the sofa.
He did say that. They were basically going.
Suddenly, it felt like Johnson and Taras had a change of heart, whereas they were very much aiming towards Tim at first.
Yeah. But the whole consensus was, it doesn't matter who goes up because we're going to save that person. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but seeing as someone's up there, they're a juicy target, aren't they?
No one's ever safe in these chairs, Sonia.
Brenton said, why not put you back up there? Because you were there yesterday to Tim. And then they were like, oh, we just want Estelle and Reggie to go. I was like, oh, so much for being sad that you put them up yesterday.
Maintaining the status quo.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we felt like that when you were in the mainframe, Alicia, but we had to endure.
Yeah. So, anyway, Taras was like, oh, I kind of want to play a comp today. Idiot.
Yeah, actually, I quite feel like a comp today.
Idiot. So anyway, he then went, and then I was like, oh, just thank God it's not Tim. So he goes into the arcade and goes, hey, you kids like playing video games? And he was... Is
that a quote from a horror film or something? Because it sounds creepy as fuck, as does everything Taras ever says.
But he was met with a rather frosty reception, wasn't he?
Yeah, they sort of look up and down like, oh, you.
Reggie said, it was a piss weak move taking me out. Estelle said... you're in here yesterday after all that. You're
in here now after all that yesterday, I guess?
Yeah, after all that yesterday. Even though she didn't know he'd nominated himself, but we later realised that he must have told them that he'd nominated himself because he mentioned it at the start of the comp.
Okay. Just the point that Tim was also in the diary room hatching this plan to get back with Estelle and Reggie to get Taras out.
Oh yeah.
Right? His plan was to reunite as OGs to get Taras out.
Okay. Taras said about the votes being Johnson and Alicia Grass. Estelle said, how do you think...
Yeah, almost like it wasn't me that did it.
Yeah, it wasn't me. Estelle said, how do you think your game is going to look? And
good point.
Taras said, you think you're blemishless.
I think you've been a real peach, don't you, Estelle?
Blemishless.
Blemishless.
It's not a word, and it's also very, very hard to say.
It is, blemishless.
It's not. I looked it up. Taras said, I've had enough of you. I'm going to play this computer game. Went to play the game that we've established is not a computer game. And Estelle said,
I don't think they had a single computer game in there.
No. Oh, yeah, they didn't have any arcade games, did they?
They could have at least made a, I don't know, Big Brother themed Pac-Man game for the occasion.
Reggie said she had no hard feelings with Taras, but she was going to go, oh, this is at the start of the comp. But i.e. she's going to go after Johnson and Alicia. That's not good to go back in saying that sort of shit.
Reggie said she's got no problem with Taras, but she's going to go after Johnson and Alicia.
Yeah.
Bless Reggie, even attempting to line up a target. I love it.
So that they come back up for the comp, and it was a bit of a frosty reception there, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was, wasn't it? Awkward in the lineup, like.
Estelle began referring to herself in the third person.
Are we at the comp now?
Yes.
Okay, I'm back on the notes.
Estelle doesn't die easily. You can do the podcast then.
Okay. Estelle doesn't look so pleased to see us. No, don't look so pleased to see us, said Estelle, sorry. Back from the dead, that's the first mention.
God.
Estelle said, there's more on the line here, for me here, because I'm not going to win in those chairs tonight. And Alicia was like, correct.
Oh, I didn't like that, did you?
No.
Ooh, fuck off, Alicia.
And then Reggie said, I'll give it all, as I always do. And she really does.
She does.
And then we saw what this challenge was, and Big Brother said,
what was it?
It's fitting that your challenge today is to build a bridge and get over it, which I liked. I thought that was funny.
I hated this comp.
Me, for fuck's sake, how is Reggie supposed to do that?
I hated this comp. Didn't you just think it was just... It was obvious to me Taras was going to win it from the start.
Yeah, he had a strong lead as well.
It wasn't a game where Estelle could use her mental thing to win it.
No.
It was so physical that I just don't think Estelle... Well, Reggie certainly didn't have a chance, and Taras was just...
But Taras did employ a tactic which Tim was trying to get Estelle to do, and he kept yelling at her from the sidelines, being, you need to measure it up down the end, because the pieces got gradually wider, didn't they?
Yeah.
And they obviously weren't in order, and Taras was managing to... He had a system where he was getting them in the right order very quickly, whereas Estelle was sort of doing trial and error, going backwards and forwards, so she was wasting time.
I was surprised Tim was vocally trying to support Estelle in a way, weren't you?
It was nice to see it happen, but yeah. A little bit.
Tim said, you're making mistakes and it's costing you time. It's like, fucking hell.
Said, that's what happens when you're under pressure.
Yeah, shut up, Tim. He was not being that helpful.
He was like, this is your chance to get back in the game, Estelle. Your only chance. She was like, I know.
I've not got anything else until Taras's very creepy quote at the end of this competition.
Okay. Taras was first to position the goal. Do you remember the eye goal? They had to
remember. It wasn't that long ago.
put this ball on this track above them and
so
roll it.
Bad at that.
And land it in this Big Brother eye target.
Oh, it's a learning curve.
Tim's coaching Estelle quite well, to be fair. Taras scores one and misses a second. I know it's the game, but man, I really dislike Taras. That's just me.
Did Estelle even get a chance to throw one ball?
No. I don't think so.
How boring can you get?
Estelle doesn't want to fight against Reggie. Reggie is going to try to rewrite history. Tim said, my plan hasn't worked. Maybe I should keep Estelle and get rid of Reggie. Okay, that's after Taras won. So what did Taras say?
Oh, he said, when he threw the last ball, he said, I love you, get in your hole, baby.
Ew.
And then Jack
Creepy.
was going, oh, imagine him saying that to you. I was like, fuck off. Creepy as hell. Tim said to Estelle, you gave it your all. Oh yeah, because she was crying, I think. Taras said he wanted to live life on the edge, but it was a risk him going into that comp today. Want to be edgy. This just prolongs the agony for Estelle and Reggie, don't you think? Just prolongs the agony. One is still going, and also I didn't want to see them campaign against each other.
No, and also I guess it's good that it's not the same thing over again.
Yeah.
But if we refer back to last year with Tilly and Ari, it came down to chance getting back in.
Yeah.
And I almost think I would just have liked one element of that.
Yeah.
Just keep it between Estelle and Reggie and let one of them come back.
Yeah.
Taras has had far too much power, like you say.
Yeah.
Taras is weighing up if keeping a challenge beast like Estelle is good for his game. Big Brother was asking Taras if he thinks Australia would pick him over Reggie in the final. I mean, don't tell him that. Don't even put that in his mind that he might not beat Reggie.
And Taras goes, I haven't really thought about that. I thought, yeah, all right.
Oh, like everyone today, I haven't thought about who might be the new Prime Minister.
Yeah. Johnson wants to see Reggie go far in the game. Well, that's funny because you just evicted her last night. Reggie was shocked and hurt, especially you.
Do you think?
Johnson, especially.
Yeah. Do you think these people are now backtracking because they've realised that doing Reggie wrong is bad for their public image?
Yeah, maybe they did it and regretted it, or maybe they're just bullshitting still. Who knows?
Yeah, she just said she was most disappointed in Johnson.
Oh, disappointed in you. You never want to hear those words, do you?
Johnson is putting his point on Estelle. He loves the point. Alicia now apologising and telling Reggie there is a bigger threat, a bigger target. Who is the bigger target? Estelle.
Yeah. But Reggie has a feeling she's going. Reggie is such a doom monger.
Well, I relate.
Estelle is campaigning to Taras. Good luck with that one. She said she's going to start playing more strategically now. This was quite good, the flim-flam section they did with this Estelle. They don't normally do much of a flim-flam section, but I actually started to believe... It was watertight,
because it all went on Estelle in the end, and I really thought she was making waves.
Yeah, I thought it was actually working, more for me, eh?
Yeah.
I should have known these people.
Yeah, who said sometimes frenemies need to work together? Is that her or Taras?
Yeah, I don't know. Taras is thinking of keeping Estelle to Brenton.
Hang on. Estelle said every move from now needs to be strategic. Now that she doesn't have Reggie to protect, she's basically saying Reggie has to go. Unfortunately, I don't have her to protect, so it's no heart, it's all head.
The campaigns were good because they didn't sort of stab each other in the back. They both just did sort of plug their own benefits, didn't they? Estelle will protect Taras and Brenton from Johnson and Alicia. That was her selling point. And I was half convinced.
Taras said in the diary room that Estelle's game now was pure head.
Like Taras's nose.
Like Taras's nose.
So next I've got the eviction.
Estelle's appealing to Brenton. I need you tonight. I kept you over Gabby.
Pulling out that old.
She says Alicia and Johnson will come for him as the biggest challenge piece. That was also a good.
Her pictures were good.
Yeah.
They were good pictures.
Taras isn't sure Estelle can trust him again, and Estelle said the slate has to be wiped clean. And I think I was convinced she was ready to. In the eviction room, Sonia.
Go on.
I liked her outfit. It reminded me of something like you might see like an extra in the airport on Home Alone wearing back in the 90s.
A power suit.
Yeah, late 80s, early 90s.
A white
90s.
power suit.
Bit shoulder paddy.
Yeah. Everything's got shoulder pads she wears. Hasn't it?
I don't think so. Not everything. Not the tight lycra ones. It'd be weird with a big shoulder pad in there.
I liked Reggie's outfit as well. She was wearing a fluffy white cardigan and a white dress. She looked nice. She looked cute. Everyone looked a bit sort of 90s actually. Go on, I just saw your next line in your notes.
What a ride you've been on for the last 24 hours. That's what Sonia said.
No, the next thing after that.
What? Tim is dressed like Russell Brand circa 2008.
Tim's always dressed like Russell Brand circa 2008.
Straight out of the Russell Brand lookbook.
I hope Tim don't start dressing like Russell Brand circa 2022.
He just wears a scruffy t-shirt these days,
guru.
doesn't he?
Yeah, not beads and stuff.
Oh, back then.
Russell Brand.
Now.
Russell Brand looks awful now.
He just reminds me of Osama bin Laden in that bunker.
He's lost the plot. I preferred it when he was funny.
All he does now is Facebook videos. Where's his media career gone?
Yeah, here's how you can blah 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 blah. What do you think about this? Shut up. That's not a job.
What about when he was doing those comedy films? That was a good Russell Brand era.
Oh yeah, but I think he didn't pop off in Hollywood. I think they weren't into him.
Is that why? I really like that Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Oh yeah, I don't mind it. I actually like that Arthur film that everyone fucking hates.
Is that the Bunny Rabbit one?
No.
What's
Russell
that?
Brand.
What, the Christmas one?
It's like Helen Mirren or someone like
Arthur, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, and
isn't that the name of that aardvark?
What aardvark?
Arthur, isn't that an aardvark?
I do remember an aardvark. I can't remember what he's called though.
He did the voice of that rabbit in the film Hop, but I've never seen that.
I used to really like Russell Brand's stand-up. I used to love Russell Brand. His
stand-up was so good.
His stand-up was hilarious. But what could he do stand-up about now? Being a hippie and being boring. Fuck off. Go in your bunker and be piped down. Anyway.
Sonia was asking if it seemed like Estelle wanted to wipe the slate clean in the arcade. And Taras said no, and rightly so.
Estelle is not coming for vengeance and is instead plugging her strategic partnerships, I thought, like being at work.
Now here's the forecast for the upcoming week.
Estelle is playing cleverly, pushing the head player. Tim said she's doing a great, grateful pitch and it's pure strat and I love it. I love it. I love it. It's pure strat. I love it.
Why should the housekeeper Estelle being split from Reggie is the best and worst scenario? She's on her own now, and you've still got big moves to make it to the top 3. She's been an emotional head player, but now it's
an emotional head player.
Oh yeah, she said she's been an emotional head player.
Oh,
as in there's always been an element of head.
No, you have to do one or the other.
Yeah, Tim said, wow, this is a new Estelle. This is head. She must have had a lot of time to reflect in the arcade. And she'll also win you a soft toy in just one turn. She's not talking Reggie down at all. She's just talking her own strengths.
Yeah.
It's pure strat. I love it. That's good. I mean, it's right for her to do that. Imagine,
coming for
she could have easily said, like, none of you can beat Reggie in the final. Get rid of her.
She should have said that.
Reggie said the biggest strength could be not being such a threat in challenges. I felt like poor Reggie, she'd run out of ideas. She said, I'm just an honest player. Who you get is what you see from me. What you get is what you see from me.
She did say it the wrong way around. What did she say here? You should be honoured to be standing next to me at the end.
Yeah.
The fuck?
She said she's not sure she should win, but if anything, you should be honoured if you're standing next to me if we're there together.
Oh, what an honour.
Johnson thinks that Reggie needs to love herself. When did Reggie ever suggest she doesn't love herself?
I found this deeply patronising.
Me too. I feel like Johnson's trying to get a moment where he's quotable or he goes down in the history books, and he needs to stop trying so hard because he's making up pointless things.
Sorry.
What are you doing?
I'm just putting some lip balm on because my lips are a bit dry. Sorry.
I don't think that there's anything ever been said to suggest that Reggie doesn't love herself and doesn't back herself. Like, she put herself up to the challenge.
There's just something about, like, a young guy saying that to Reggie that I just found...
Well, don't forget Johnson did that proves who you are as a man stuff. He's got a bit of that going on. Oh, yeah, you know, I can't remember what it was, but we moaned about it. But he's got a bit of that going on, a bit preachy. A bit of preachiness going on.
Settle down. Johnson's going to win, I just have a feeling.
Reggie wants everyone to do what's best for their game, and she said, I love you all. Estelle said she's played as authentically herself. So the vote happened next. I probably should have... Oh, no, I didn't need to look at the extended vote because it was a unanimous vote for Estelle.
That was so shocking to me.
I didn't see it coming either.
Back to my notes. Nor did Reggie. Hold on. Hold on. Before that, Tim said, don't look left or right at your competition. Be the best you can be. I like that. That could be your tat of the week. That was some profound shit. Yeah, that was it, really. Then the vote. Yeah, I was shocked, weren't you?
There is Alicia's poor grammar to come for if you like.
Oh, go on.
They have come for me. They have came for me. They have came for my friends.
Who has?
Estelle. Yeah.
And then what did Estelle say in the cab? Estelle has done this. Estelle has done that.
Did she?
Yeah. Estelle came back and blah blah blah. And I just put Estelle in the third person, which is not very helpful. Some stirring speech. She's proud of herself. She's proud of Estelle for Estelle doing this, Estelle doing that. So
Estelle should be proud of Estelle.
Yeah.
She did well.
Lindsay
it was a shame.
and Gaz are proud of Estelle.
It was a shame that she couldn't take it to the end and win, I think, because I would have liked her to sort of have that, not redemption, but, you know, the sort of... After being so nominated, and it being rubbed in constantly at the start, being a real powerhouse player in comms, actually really fighting her way through, in spite of having pissed a few people off along the way. It just would have been cool to see her at least make the final, just make the podium.
Yeah, but
she did that before and came third.
Yeah, but she was getting on my nerves at the end, so see you later.
Everyone probably wants to better what they got last time.
Oh, yeah.
And once you're a winner, you can't better
That's the trouble. That's why you should never go back. Unless you're Brian Dowling.
No, nobody's ever won twice in the whole world. I'm going straight on to the next one.
I can, if
Day
you can.
58. Reggie is so sad that Estelle isn't there.
Right, let's keep in mind this is the episode I watched while drunk as a
but I'm
skunk,
drunk.
okay?
This will be interesting to see what
God
you
help
recall.
us.
Reggie's chatting with Tim by the pool about not being a very good player. She said, I'm going to have to start telling lies, aren't I?
I'd like to see that. Tim said, I'd never put you in the chair because Australia would love to see you and me there at the end.
Yeah, I like the way Tim envisions like what an OG final could be like. He's like, I have no idea who Australia would choose over me or you. I just know they would love to see us in the final.
Yeah, but Tim must be worried about Reggie. He must be.
It'd be silly not to be.
Yeah.
Reggie will make a big move to break up Alicia and Johnson, and Tim wants to take out Taras for Estelle. Now Tim's back on the Estelle train.
Tim wants to be the only person in the world who's won two in a row. Right, we've covered that.
Tim's appealing to Johnson to take Taras out with him because he wouldn't take Johnson to the final. He said, You have to, Johnson. He's our worst nightmare.
How the hell is he still here? Call the exterminator because you can't work with rats. Alicia said we need Tim out.
Yeah, but Tim was before that, just to say, it was pitching to Brenton, see, the drunkness.
I've got no memory of it.
If he votes against Taras, he gets 2 votes from him and Reggie. Tim and Reggie are currently a package deal, so if Brenton now sides with them...
Yeah,
I wish he kind of would have done.
Yeah.
Mind you, didn't Taras fuck it up by winning something?
Probably.
Let's see.
No idea.
Alicia said to Taras, yeah, we need to get Tim out. She thinks that Tim will win it if he's in the top 3, so do I.
Taras said it's Battle Royale now.
Seen that film?
Yeah, I watched it. I rewatched it recently with Jack.
Is it pretty shit?
It wasn't as good as I remember.
I thought it might be, in retrospect.
When I was a kid, it was quite scary. Looking back, it's a bit shit.
The second one was even worse.
Look at this line I've written here.
Tully said...
No.
Tim wants to target Taras? No?
This one.
All the boobs want to target Tim. Is that just a typo?
Yeah.
You must have meant noobs.
These notes are ridiculous. You're going to have to take the lead.
Taras doesn't want Tim or Johnson sitting next to him.
Yeah.
I think this might be Tim level in this argument. He thinks Australia appreciate... No, sorry, Taras did say that. He thinks that Australia's going to appreciate his game more than they love Reggie's. He didn't say that. He didn't say those words. But I've written stupid.
What?
He basically thinks that he wants to take Reggie to the final, and he still thinks he can win, and he doesn't want Taras or Alicia there.
Shout out Josh from Big Brother Canada. See how that works for you. Is that his name, Josh? He's with Kevin.
yeah, it is. So he thinks that if he takes Brenton, Reggie, and himself, he will win because his game was good. That's not how Australia works. Australia's not here for your game. It's not game recognised game.
No,
it's who do we love the most.
Contest.
Exactly. That's the flaw of this version.
Yeah, because you're playing this cutthroat game for all these weeks, and then people are just voting for who's their favourite.
And that's why
that don't work.
That's why there will never be like a sort of like fully embraced Big Brother Australia winner from this format because you don't back them all the way through. I think Marley might just get away with it in terms of like being liked. Yeah. But he's not going to. No one from this format is going to be adored on the level of like Reggie and Tim.
No, and also the fact that whoever is in the top 3 have been waiting 8 months to find out if they've won. Don't you think that's just so weird?
Yeah.
Who thought of that as an idea? It don't work. Stop doing that. It don't fucking work. Whole point of Big Brother is you meant to watch it live as it happens.
Yeah.
Jesus, sound like an old broken record.
Johnson is in the kitchen with Taras making agreements to target Tim, but Johnson already made agreements with Tim to target Taras.
Agreement at the Geneva Convention.
Alicia thinks that Tim is trying to put a different target in everyone's heads. And he said Brenton is the target to her. Was that Tim's tactic?
I'm not sure.
Anything before the nominations challenge in the basement?
Yeah, I've got... Taras said 8 looks beautiful aesthetically. Yeah, and I've agreed with that. What did he say that about?
Big Brother was basically like, Taras, you've got 7 competition wins and you're now going for the 8th.
Oh, I see. I love the number 8. That's my favourite number.
Is it?
Yeah.
So this comp was that they had to stack these blocks on the shelf, which was held by pulleys, and they had to walk along a balance beam. Do you remember it? It looks like this.
Oh, shit. I see. Oops.
So those handles basically make the shelf go up and down, and as you go back and forth along the balance beam, it goes up and down.
Honestly, I look like I've never seen that before in my life. Maybe I've written something about it, who knows? Okay, here's my notes here. Comp. Where's the mental comps? Taras wins. I didn't pay any attention. Drunk as a skunk. Tim will go today.
Pretty much sums it up. So Tim was leading. Tim took an early lead, which is obviously promising.
Yeah.
Side note. Aside from this spoiler that we were fed, I did accidentally see a confirmed spoiler from Tim on social media in the day, so that was really annoying.
Stop following the housemates on social media. Mute them.
So anyway, Tim had an early lead and then he dropped his 4 blocks and then Taras dropped everything and I was really happy about that.
Was Reggie, this a good comp or not?
It was okay. It was difficult.
Same old
shit. It was difficult. Reggie was doing not too bad. She had 4 blocks, but then ended up dropping. And
Oh.
everyone was dropping all over. Bastard was not
Including
bleeped
me.
again when Alicia went.
Oh.
Alicia dropped her box and went, bastard.
Oh.
Not a bad word in Australia. Alicia, it got to a point where Alicia had 7, Tim and Taras had 6. Then it was like Taras versus Tim versus Alicia with their 8 blocks, and I think there were only 10. Alicia stacked it. Tim also stacked it.
Or unstacked it.
Well, wiped out. And then it was Taras left really with the only sort of just way ahead with a stack and was able to win because everyone else literally wiped out just as he was on his last block.
Yeah.
What?
I'm just laughing at my nose.
Go on.
No, because we've not got to it yet.
Tim can believe that Taras won because he was holding back for the first part of the comp. Apparently.
Oh, interesting.
I've got the nominations now.
I was just like so pissed off that Taras went on you. It was obvious Tim was going, wasn't it? What's that noise? New start.
Yeah, someone's calling.
Brenton got put up as the safe vote and Johnson got put up as a huge threat.
Yeah, he said he wanted to see where other people's true colours lied by putting up Johnson. Tim, everywhere he goes, he creates a universe, said Taras. The Peter Pan, Tim Dormer universe, and everyone wants to be in it. Don't you just wish that everyone wanted to be in your universe, Taras?
Yeah.
Oh, they never will.
I want to be in the Peter Pan, Tim Dormer universe.
It's fun, isn't it? The leggings are nice.
As long as it's not like the Michael Jackson Peter Pan universe. Definitely avoid that.
Yeah. No.
Taras said he was going to make the best move in BB history.
What, getting rid of a fan favourite?
Not exactly Dan's funeral, is it? But I've written fan's funeral.
It is a funeral for the fans too.
Yeah, good point.
Johnson is annoyed that Taras blindly nominated him.
He's upset that it's in the chair. Once again, Johnson getting nominated and being entitled as fuck.
Thinks he's above it, doesn't he?
Yeah, like, why shouldn't it be you? What difference does it
because this
make?
means so much to me. As a man. Tim to Johnson said, the person that's going to win this show is the one that's going to work closely with the OGs. This was a good seed to plant in Johnson's head because Johnson could see greatness, flickering in front of his eyes.
Yeah.
He's pitching to Johnson to sit next to him and Reggie. Yeah. Great, because Johnson wants to be one of the Big Brother greats.
He said, that's the history-making series, if you work with the OGs. All of that fandom will then be on you.
Yeah.
That ain't how fandom works.
No, but feed him it.
It's a great pitch.
Yeah.
But it's not like, because we like Tim, we're going to like Johnson.
Yeah, like greatness through proximity.
No,
it
don't work. No. And then Tim said, I've wet his whistle after leaving that conversation. Ew.
Tim's beginning the same pitch to Alicia.
This is good as well.
She tells her... Who's that? He tells her she won't beat Reggie.
He said it is so unlikely Reggie and I would ever win again.
In the same breath, he was like, "Yeah, it's really unlikely that we'll win again." But then told her, "But you won't beat Reggie in the final."
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, he tripped over that.
How is it unlikely that him and Reggie won't win again?
Oh, statistically, it's never happened in the world.
In the whole world. I noticed Tim was saying campaign instead of scramble, which I enjoyed.
Oh, Tim brings all the Canada lingo in.
The BB can.
I've heard him say something else this week that I've not heard before as well. Comp. He called it the comp. Tim is feeling optimistic about his chances.
Oh dear.
He's also he's now giving Brenton the making history pitch. Brenton knows that Tim will have his back, and he is tempted to get rid of Johnson.
Yeah, bollocks.
Tim said, "This is the way to win. This is the way." That's a quote from a Star Wars thing which you haven't seen. Now Tim went on. No.
I've seen old Star Wars.
Yeah, but it's new Star Wars off of Disney Plus.
No one watches that.
It's off of Boba Fett. Everyone watches it. This is the way. Tim now had a nostalgia package.
That's when you knew he was on his fucking way out, right there.
It's a bit of a giveaway, isn't it? He was talking about his coming out story as well, wasn't he? How he hadn't worked out. He said, "I hadn't worked out what I was when you last saw me do Big Brother, and it was the scariest thing I ever did."
We know because it took you bloody long enough, didn't it? It was quite late coming out.
But I looked back at a few clips of Tim just because I'm doing a little bit of research, and Tim, if you look back, did give a few clues that he was an appreciator of men.
Did he?
He said about who's Lady JD's other half?
Ed.
He called Ed a bit of a prawn.
Oh yeah.
Because he's.
That
you keep
wasn't
the body
Ed.
and throw away the head.
That was
not
Devo.
Ed?
That was I can't remember what Devo's real name is. We just call him Devo. Yeah, the bald guy. I It's called.
Very tanned
Yeah,
guy.
Matthew, I think he's called.
Yeah, he said you keep the body and throw away the head.
Yeah,
and I thought, well,
that's
that's a
right.
suggestion that he appreciates his body, but
Yeah,
not his
that's
head.
true. That's
and there was
true.
something else that I saw as well. I thought, well, that's a bit of a clue.
Well, he said he was bisexual in the house, but all I saw was him trying to get off with every single girl, obviously, to sort of prove a point.
Well, he wasn't going to get off with Ben from Brisbane, was he?
Well, you never know. When in Rome.
There's also a very interesting clip of Tim from, I don't know if I sent it to you, from BB Can live feeds, and I've definitely watched it before, where he talks about his invitation back into Big Brother Australia the next year.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know?
Oh,
did
yeah,
you watch that
I remember
one?
he came back, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember him being a bit of a dick when he came back.
The reason being,
Yeah.
production basically said, this series is dying on its arse. We want you to come back and
Yeah.
to rescue it for a bit,
Yeah,
to which he agreed,
Yeah.
but he also did everything they told him to do.
Oh, I see.
It's a really interesting conversation, and I'm surprised the live feed let it out, because ultimately they're part of the Endemol machine, and you think they'd want to protect the integrity of the BB Australia producers, but Canada said, fuck you. But he basically... He basically said that he was given a mission to get this guy to shave off his beard.
Oh,
because
yeah,
he was
that rings a bell.
Because he was really unpopular with the public.
Yeah.
And the producers believed it was the beard making him unpopular.
I mean, that would make someone unpopular with me, but I'm sure his personality probably had something to do with it.
Sure enough, Tim managed to convince this guy to shave off a beard he'd had for years.
I actually remember that.
And that guy went on to the final
There you
after
go.
being really hated. It's a really interesting chat.
That is so interesting.
Look it up.
Okay.
But he was also upset that he had sort of played the game of production.
Yeah,
and sort of sold his
it
soul.
was a mole.
It was the mole.
The people's puppet. What else happened?
Why are we talking about Tim? Oh, it's his package of going back.
Tim's package.
It's a clip package. He said that Big Brother. It reminded me. The way he talked about Big Brother reminded me of the way Nikki talked about Big Brother in that final diary room. How? What did she say? When in this house nothing else matters. Tim said Big Brother is like a weird retreat for me, and I've rediscovered myself in here. It's like there's some people who in that environment really come into their own and just find themselves.
Yeah. Attention seekers.
Yeah. Did you find that touching? Were you too...
I did find it touching,
spaced
but
out?
I was then like, oh, I know he's going as soon as I saw that. But yeah, of course I like those old moments. Hi, honey, I'm home. I don't know how many times I've seen that. Tim going through that door.
That's one of their challenges,
yeah,
isn't it?
had to put on as many clothes as possible.
And that's a redux of that this
yeah,
year. Then.
Exactly. So then we've got the eviction, right?
Yeah. Sonia was in like a
outfit.
bit of a crochet number, I think.
I put here cut out red top.
Yeah, well, more of a bodycon type.
It's not crochet.
Is it? Are you sure?
No, it's cut out, cold shoulder.
Look, it's definitely like knit.
Oh
Can you see
yeah.
the texture?
Oh, I see what you mean.
It's a knit.
Yeah.
It's a
yeah.
knit.
I'm talking about the holes though.
Okay. You can have holes in crochet. In fact, crochet has holes by nature. Yeah, you're right. Crochet's got big holes. It's just a knit.
The first thing I've written is might as well have a bump on a log there than Brenton.
Bump on a log. I've written Sonia's nails look good. Did you notice?
No, of course not.
These fine details. You can just see them.
Oh yeah.
Black tips with like a white
Oh yeah, that
nail
does look
bed
cool. Yeah, I
detail.
like that. Yeah.
They look
Detail.
good. Detail. Tim said it was to be expected to be nominated. He said, I'm your best bet against Taras. Everybody should be considering not giving Taras any more power than he already has.
He doesn't always tell the truth.
Yeah, he pointed out that he's a liar.
Did Tim say he'd been nipping at Taras's heels, or was that mine?
Yeah, Tim said that. Taras said Alicia got lucky making the final week. Really? Did he actually say that? It's interesting.
Not sure.
Don't remember. Go on, what else have you got?
Not
What
much.
happened? Come on, let's see what this drunken eviction room experience played out like.
Brenton said, my decision tonight will reveal how I'm playing the game. Finally, he will reveal it.
I can't
One
wait.
week before the end.
The enigma of Brenton revealed.
Sonia said, every decision in the house is excruciatingly difficult.
When we watched the clip package, Dan was like, oh, Sonia's been doing it for a while, hasn't she?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why Sonia's like an old age pensioner now.
Reggie said she's extremely grateful to be there. It's hard because she walked in with Tim. Yeah, like deciding. Who's on the chairs again?
Reggie, Tim, and... No, Johnson...
Johnson, Tim and Reggie.
And John... No. Yeah.
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 Terrace's nominations.
Yeah, that's right. Oops.
Johnson's closest ally. He basically, Sonia asked Johnson who his closest ally was, and he basically did the politician answer and didn't give one.
Yeah. Johnson said another annoying thing.
Did he?
He said, I have played the game the way Tim watching at home would want me to play this game. What?
Tim's not your dad.
Yeah.
Is Tim your boss now?
Yeah, does Tim actually give two fucks? Do you think Tim even watches Big Brother when he ain't on it?
Tim...
got better things to do.
Tim nodded along, though, as if he was agreeing.
Yeah, of course he did. Just try and get his vote. I know, he's on the block with him. Mind you, they still vote.
Brenton can't think of a worse combination to be nominated next to. Wait, Brenton's on the block.
Hold on, he's on the fucking block.
Brenton's not on the block.
Hold on, you just said he was.
He's got to pick strategy or friendship.
I think Brenton was on the block.
No, he wasn't.
Hold on, who nominated?
Yeah, he was on the block. Brenton, Johnson, Tim. Who did the nominations?
So someone didn't
Did
do
we
Reggie?
skip out some nominations?
I have no idea what's going on.
This is chaos.
Taras puts... Was it Taras? Yeah, the best move in BB history. He put up Brenton as a safe vote, Johnson as a huge threat, and Tim. So Reggie wasn't on the block.
I think we skipped the results then. Oh no, she wasn't. She was on the sofas.
Yeah.
This always happens with me at the end of the week. I blur my eviction rooms.
So Tim said, not only in Australia, but no one in the entire world has won twice. This is Jack's notes here. He's fucking wrong. With wrong with a capital letter. Angry about that.
I've read, Tim really doesn't know his international Big Brother. No. It's awkward. And Johnson should know about Brian Dowling if he's such a super fan.
Yeah.
I guess Johnson doesn't dabble outside of Australia.
No. But Tim did seem to know Nikki when they went in Canada. Do you think it's just Nikki supersedes, transcends?
I'm not sure.
Big Brother.
That is a question which...
Yeah, it'd be good to ask him. Yeah. So the votes were... Or have you got some before the votes?
No, I haven't. I got the votes.
Jack's written all these parts, which is great.
Okay.
Alicia for Tim, Reggie for Johnson, Tim for Johnson. Hold on.
Yeah, that's right. Where's what?
Oh, it's only 3 votes. What else?
Oh, Brenton has taken his shirt off.
Oh.
To scream into it. It's because Brenton wasn't included. He said, I know I can beat him, but I can't shoot my best mate in the face.
Hold on, is this... are we revealing how Brenton's playing the game here? Yeah.
Yeah, it was topless and screaming.
Took his shirt off and is howling into it. This is how I play the game, whilst putting his shirt back on. I just thought that was something I'd hallucinated while drunk. What the hell? What's that all about?
It was an odd moment, I will tell you that much.
Jack's written, Brenton, histrionics, and his best shirt is fucking shite. Nice pecs, though. Uh-oh. Not this again.
Well, we don't actually know how he voted at this point, but we can probably do the numbers after. Johnson said, Tim is such a beautiful human. He's a man of integrity. The team wants him to go. I don't want him to go. What's Tim say? What's Jack say about that?
Jack's written, Johnson said, doesn't want to see Tim go. There's something about Tim I love. A beautiful human. And then in brackets, the mist. And he's a man of integrity, in brackets, untrue. These notes, I should get Jack to write my notes every week. They're good.
So the results were Brenton got no votes, Johnson got 2, so that was from Tim and Reggie, which means Brenton voted Tim.
Boo, Brenton.
So we
knew that from the shirt antics.
So who is his best mate that he can't shoot
Johnson,
in the face?
Johnson, I think.
But what about Brenton?
Brenton was just, a dalliance.
Reggie said, "Oh, sugar." When Tim went. Tim said, it was a dream come true to play again, and I'm really happy with how I played it. I think that was in the car.
Yeah, he said he's proud of how he's played it. Before that, Jack's got more notes than you.
Yeah.
Taras said, Tim, you're one of the greatest people I've ever met in my life. Alicia said, this experience has been 10 times better with you. Everyone just blowing smoke at Tim's arse.
Oh, Tim was bathing in it, though. Yeah. He was drinking it all in.
Tim is just glad to have got this far in something he loves so much. As if Tim wanted to get to the end.
Just like Big Brother Canada.
Yeah.
He was glad to make it to the end and
gotta
then
let
hand it
someone
over
else, yeah.
to the Pax Bros. Tim, if Tim had thought ahead, he could have played harder. He could have, well, if he'd have done his studying, he could have won Big Brother Canada and he could have come back and won Big Brother Australia again. And he would probably be the first person in the world ever to win 3 times.
Yes. Now that's a record to be proud of.
And then someone will go, actually, someone in Brazil.
That's a good point, actually. We're being very...
English first.
Yeah, European-centric, I was going to say, but that doesn't make sense.
English first sounds like Britain first. Isn't that a dodgy political party?
Yeah, that Morrissey likes.
At this point, we need to go to our feedback section. We also left it on a cliffhanger last week with the the answers of Axe's Big Brother UK quote quiz.
About that.
And I think we've got them waiting for us in my DMs.
We heard from our listeners, Rowan, that they love Axe's contributions and they wanted to follow him on Twitter. So Axe, you're getting fans.
Axe, you're doing fuck all on Twitter, so you need to start being active on Twitter.
Fuck that! Just be active in our voicemail section.
Yeah,
we like it better.
Yeah.
Did you want to talk about the fall of the government, or should we just gloss over that?
Well, I was watching the news today. Our Prime Minister's just finally thrown in the towel, but only because half of the cabinet have walked out.
At least.
Like 50-odd MPs. Do you know what? When those MPs leave, apparently they get 420 grand payout or something. I'd leave as well.
Yeah, me too. I think I better leave right now.
Before I fall any deeper. I might have got the numbers wrong. It is me. But it was a lot of money.
The Prime Minister only gets paid 184 grand a year, I was reading.
Oh, it can't be 420.
Yeah.
Maybe it's 42 grand.
No, but they were saying backbenchers get paid.
140 grand? I don't know.
They were saying backbenchers get paid more than the Prime Minister.
What the fuck is a backbencher?
I don't know.
Someone
Like
sits there and goes,
exactly that, yeah.
I'll do that for that money. How much money? More than the Prime Minister? I'll do it.
Actually, they're a bit like the Big Brother crowd, like booing at people and
get someone
heckling.
else.
Yeah, I like that. That's good. Yeah, it's embarrassing. The whole thing is embarrassing. We're pathetic, but hey, at least you can still have an abortion if you like over him. It ain't all bad.
Yeah. Also, I saw a Tory MP on the BBC News today who was some guy I'd never fucking heard of in my life. Obviously, they're now the dregs because all these big shots have walked out. Yeah. BBC will just talk to anyone who's got the right colour tie on.
I thought you were going to say colour skin.
And that. That's another thing. When I see people who are not white old men being Tories, I just think, what are you doing? You're selling your soul to the devil.
Shill.
What do you say? Shill?
They're a shill. A shill.
What's a shill?
A shill. It's like when they get that black person to write the story in the Daily Mail saying, like, black people are responsible for a lot of crime. It's like that.
It's just like that. Anyway, they pulled this like MP off the street or whatever, and they're asking him to talk about what's going to happen. And he said that he believes that Britain or the United Kingdom is basically Tory, even if they vote Labour sometimes.
How does that work then?
Fuck off! Like, no, we're not.
How does that work? Basically, the only reason why the Tories get in is because all like young people can't be bothered to vote. That's the problem.
Young people, these old people are stuck in their ways.
All these old people got nothing better to do than go down the fucking polling station like a right knock. Young people need to be.
You go and vote, though, don't you?
Yeah, I do. But
Me too.
We need more things to tempt us there, like sweets or drinks
or KFC festival or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can't see there not being a change in government at the next election. Can you?
No, but Labour is a bit shite as well.
I don't really know if I'm
supposed to. Keir Starmer.
Yeah, I know. Like, I'm supposed to like him, but is he any good? I'm not sure.
No, he's useless. He's a right boring twat. None of them are any good.
Well,
let's be honest.
I think at least he doesn't let them get away with their bullshit.
Well, he tries.
That's his job, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I heard someone from the Green Party say crap on the news today and then get told off for it. But I think they were trying to say green cap, but they said green crap. And it was maybe a slip of the tongue. And then someone was like, can we keep it clean? Keep the language clean.
Crap. That's
it's an emotional day.
God, that's like one of the words you can't say on Rob as a podcast. It's so offensive.
Alicia's saying bastard at 7 o'clock on primetime Australia. Grow some balls, Britain. And cut our dicks off. Oh, God. Speaking of which, there's a drunken person pissing by a wall over there.
Oh, come on. Put your dick away! He's so drunk he didn't notice.
No. Oh, but there's a guy walking by who did notice. Anyway, let's...
Go on.
Should we go straight into the feed box?
Pause, or you want to...
Feed box, I was going to say.
Ooh,
feed,
the rude box.
Feed bag. I got something in my Instagram DMs from Axe. Let's have a look. I Gave my thoughts for AU and US. Uh-oh. Also, wait, where did you give them? I haven't got them. Also, I was extra and went and got the actual clips from my BBUK quiz, so I didn't get the quotes verbatim, but the vibe check was the same. Do you and Lindsay want to guess a bit more? Are you ready? Don't just ask us for a ready, send this shit. Too late.
Oh, why is he doing this? He did this last week. I know, he just didn't answer the phone last week. I don't want to hear the BB24 shit.
I'll just say we haven't seen US.
No.
So have to wait. Axe, you need to get your content ready. We're not going to hang around waiting for it. We've got places to be. Anyway.
But thank you. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Send it in next week.
Braden's come in with a last minute email.
Oh.
We don't have a lot of feedback this week.
Oh, that's fine.
We got a short email from Laurie. Pretends to be shocked, which says, no, that fucking sucks, with a poo emoji. And then loyal listener Laurie and an angry face, which I don't know if it's usually a love heart there.
But God,
we've obviously upset
she's
her.
not
Sorry,
angry
Laurie.
with us.
Sorry, Laurie, whatever we've done, we didn't mean to.
Whatever I said, whatever I did.
Also, shout out to that person I mentioned earlier who sent us a terrible cheat sheet for BBUS. I do think it's just like Word being distorted through
I need
Gmail.
to look at that when I've watched the first episode.
Braden's email is suitably long, so let's get into it. Let's get started. BBAU Week 9.
Yes.
Hey, Lindsay and Gaz.
Hey.
Coming at you just before or whilst you lot are filming the pod. Filming?
I hope not.
Somebody's always watching. This week of episodes, ... mentally draining. Smile emoji, sparkle emoji. Out of the... Hear that bird?
Oh,
out of the crop of all Channel 7 housemates, Taras and Alicia are easily the best of the best in terms of playing the game.
Oh.
Alicia, because she's called the shots in getting rid of a few big players and keeping social connections that benefit her. Taras, well, I mean, Tully said it herself. He's a triple threat.
Right.
Do you want to work out what those triple threats are?
Brains, brawn, and sneakiness.
Okay. Here you go. Kept himself under the radar until the right time and played as the dark horse. That's a double threat. The amount of hate these newbies are getting is truly ridiculous.
Oh, really?
Oops, are we part of the problem?
We've been throwing a brick at
I did see
lately.
Tully tweet it, but basically, like, people need to cut them a break.
We don't hate on them. We're just taking a piss. I don't hate anyone.
We do hate on them. We don't hate them.
I do hate some people, but not these people. I just think they're just not my favourites getting to the end, but I don't want to throw a brick at anyone.
No. The amount of hate these newbies are getting is truly ridiculous. I understand being disappointed, upset, frustrated by losing your faves.
It's the OG's fault, not the newbie's fault.
Here we go. But to just send hate, death threats, or simply trolling is so redundant and unnecessary. And this applied to doing this, and this applies to doing this to anyone. Because I've seen some abhorrent shit about Reggie too. Yes, and we saw you.
Oh, yeah, weren't that person slagging Braden off?
Yeah, we saw you coming for that ableist person. You will know, Braden, we've already addressed this in this pod, unless you just skipped the bit where it's your voice, which I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't blame you.
But that person was also saying some nasty shit to you, and don't listen to them.
I came at them about that. I don't think Braden could give two fucks.
No, I don't think so either. No, you can tell that person's unhinged.
Yeah.
Another point, we're watching a highly edited show, which, for better terms, is so void of personality, the housemates have to make literal threads explaining every single little thing to cover all bases.
Yeah.
It's really a testament to the lack of content and even advertising on 7+.
You what?
I don't know. It's really a testament to the lack of content and even advertising on 7+, maybe it means. Advertising on 7+. I don't understand the sentence, sorry. Sad to see Estelle go. I knew that they would get rid of her at any chance, but damn, sending Reggie with her to the arcade, I'm shook. Over Tim? Question mark.
Yeah, that was weird.
The whole step/fall off situation, it was giving Who Pushed Helen from BB15. What's BB15? America?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, did she fall or was she pushed? People were saying production pushed her off.
Oh, okay. But the main issue is that Estelle was too loyal to a fault. I love that she almost took cover in Dave's spot after he left. you understand what that means?
No.
Me neither. Her final eviction speech. Brayden, maybe you should record a voice message so it doesn't involve me butchering your sentences. Her final eviction speech was the best she's given, honestly. Tim had made an apology on his podcast, My Big Mouth. I did see he was recording something.
I didn't know he had a podcast.
I think it might be new.
I need to check that out.
About the Amber Heard tweet.
My Big Mouth. Russell Brand. Oh, he apologised about the Amber Heard tweet.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Tim saved this shit for other outlets. He had also gone into detail about him and Estelle and how she rarely took accountability for making head moves. These are spoilers. I do think in ways that was her biggest downfall. Lying is a part of the game and people are going to do it. Also, Estelle talking in third person is sending me. It's giving AI generator. Sometimes she does it in a robotic tone and it's funny. The newbies have fucked their chances of winning based on social media.
Yeah, but if it's all newbies there, you got to vote for one of them.
Brenton. Especially after evicting Reggie. That hurt a lot, but in reality, to get rid of her, it needed to be a group effect. It's way too late to take her out without facing the consequences. The arcade twist was a waste of time once again.
Yeah.
Got back to where we were, and for what?
Thank you, it just prolonged the agony.
And you'd think the challenge would be in that room, but anyways, productions stay being questionable. TBH, Johnson and Brenton have grown on me quite a bit. Brenton going in for the kiss with Johnson was what I needed to see. Actually, I forgot to mention that. I thought that was a bit problematic.
I don't remember that.
Johnson basically started to declare his love for everybody in the chairs, and then Brenton did a fake, like, going for a kiss.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Was that when I was drunk?
Yeah. Him screaming into his shirt, what an Oscar-worthy moment. Nah.
I actually did enjoy that part.
And he's written nah, spelt the same way as Laurie spelled it, N-A-U-R.
N-A-U-R?
Which I would put like N-A-W.
I like it when people spell it N-A-R sometimes.
No.
You ever see that?
No.
No.
Nah, but for real, it must suck. Oh, what does ATP stand for? It must suck ATP. Uh-oh.
Something. We don't know. We're too old, we don't know.
Tim really did go, huh?
Oh, I like that. Tim really did go, huh?
Hey, he really did go, eh? Really loved how content he was and played such an iconic game. I think it was a bit of a messy game at times. You know, it didn't do...
Tim is iconic, but I don't think his game this time was iconic.
No, I think his actions took the shine off for a little bit for a while.
Yeah.
He managed to polish it back up, though.
I still love Tim, though. It doesn't matter.
Would have loved to have seen him last till the end, but taking OGs out too early wasn't the move.
Correct. That's exactly what we said.
We're at the end now. Anyways, Queen Reggie, the last OG stand-in, our girlie, eating good. Did you mean to say eating there? That doesn't seem right. Maybe. Hope this isn't too long of an essay, even though that's my forte, with the cheers emoji.
Thank you.
Kind regards and much love, Brayden Harvey.
I think we're all kind of on the same page there, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Mostly. Yeah, thanks for that.
I think so. I think, you know...
I like the fact Brayden just ignores our pleas every week to just send a shorter email, just like, fuck them.
He doesn't listen to our bit, he just signs out. They're going to read
this whole fucking thing out, whether they like it or not. I appreciate it.
I think the one thing that Brayden's probably got that we haven't is more sort of...
Insight. Insight.
No, none of that. Not at all. I just think that it's nothing of the sort. I think that he's more open to accepting the newbies as like Big Brother characters.
Oh yeah, did he ever come back and say what he liked about Gabby? Was that Brayden?
No, you pushed for it. I told you, he doesn't listen to our bits.
There was nothing to say, that's why. Nothing
the hair.
To say.
Queen moves.
Oh, have we got more emails?
No, we haven't, but I'm just looking around the inbox,
around
various nooks and crannies, seeing if there's anything.
Look, how are you feeling about BB24? Are you dreading it?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, absolutely.
Why?
Because it's just too much. I need a break.
Well, what are you going to do?
You ain't getting one.
Yeah, what are you going to do? You don't want to give up the podcast. You're going to have to suffer.
Well, I would happily sit out BBUS, but then I'll have gaps in my knowledge, won't I?
Yeah, and also you don't want Jack doing it. Imagine, you'd be pissed off.
What my gripe with like this Big Brother habit that we've got is like it just prevents me watching so many other things.
Yeah.
And I'm so behind on other TV that I'd like to watch and other like films and things.
Yeah.
It is a commitment. This week it is a job in itself on top of your day job.
Yeah, but it's a job we enjoy. We've signed up for and we'll be there till the bitter end.
It's true. And
at least it's a shorter season this year, BB24.
Is it?
Yeah, shorter than normal.
How short?
I don't know, like 10 days or something short or something like that.
Jesus, still be a good 90 days. I've really enjoyed this Big Brother Australia. I know it's not done yet, but we're coming into the last week. I do think it's been a good series. Obviously, it's not without its flaws, but I've really loved seeing these like old people come back, and I'll get that feeling that I don't get from the US. You know that, like Big Brother magic, the effort they put into the rooms, and the twists, and even though we don't see enough of some things, it still was more satisfying than the US one for me. So I will definitely struggle coming from the shiny neon Big Brother focused version of Big Brother that we're just coming off of to this very sterile, Julie, robotic, repetitive US version.
You must be looking forward to seeing what Julie's wearing.
I'm not looking forward to one thing about BBUS.
Is she still going? What about the bad branding? What about the God quotes?
Oh God, I forgot about those. Somebody was putting praise on how good the studio looks the other day, in this like small clip where Julie like walked across the stage to promote some streaming platform or some shit. Yeah, it was like the stage looks so good. It's the exact same fucking stage. It just used red lights. What looks good about it?
Nothing. It's not exactly the Odyssey, is it?
I'm just so tired of CBS's lack of effort.
It is a lack of it. Well, you saw everyone moaning because they didn't put out the cast videos and all that.
I don't mind about that.
Oh, yeah, we don't, but a lot of people are very pissed off about it.
I think that's good marketing.
I do too, but a lot of people think it means they don't care about the show, which means the show could end, which is good for you, but not good for me and the other people who enjoy it.
I'm happy with Canada and Australia. If UK comes back, great.
Well, BBUS is my fave, so hang in there, listeners.
BBUS celeb, I will accept. That's a good laugh.
It's so funny because Jack was saying how shit BB's US celeb is and how he can't bear to watch it anymore. So funny. Anyway, if you have a conflicting opinion to us, let us know.
Yeah.
I'm sure you do. That's it. Should we wrap up and then you can go to the cinema?
Yeah, let's wrap this up. I was going to say, do you want to say anything about like what you hope for the final week?
That's the only thing I can hope for is Reggie to win, but I think that's
it's going to be probably a painful watching them put the pillow over Reggie's face and just slowly take her out.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. And if Reggie does go next episode, how many more episodes actually left? 2?
3.
Finishes on Tuesday, doesn't it?
3, no?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it's on Sunday this week, according to Alfie. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
So the finale's on Tuesday. I want to try and vote, but I need a VPN that works for free in Australia. So if anyone knows one,
or
let me know.
Because maybe someone can vote for you, like Braden or something.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe. You want to do it yourself?
I want to have the pleasure of putting the vote on Brenton.
Putting a point on.
And I will be waiting for Brenton if Reggie wins. If Reggie is evicted, sorry. Yeah. And I expect every Blast listener to do the same.
Oh, God.
The campaign starts here. # Brenton to win. Brentim.
This is the darkest timeline ever. ever.
Don't worry, somewhere else in the multiverse, Tim makes the final, as does Reggie.
That's it.
Do we need to tell the listeners something, or should we not do that yet?
What?
We're working on some...
No, don't tell them that until it happens.
But it's nice to tease it.
No, don't. Because it makes things not happen.
I knew you'd take that view.
Yeah, because it's true. Because I'm very fatalistic.
But something's scheduled.
Something's brewing, but may or may not happen.
It will happen. I don't know why she's being like this.
Because I've heard it on podcasts many times, people saying this is going to happen, and then they're like, oh, sorry, that never actually happened. And it's disappointing.
This is Lindsay to a T.
Shut up.
If anyone wants to know what's happening, drop into my DMs.
Yeah.
Right, email us next week to bbonblastpod@gmail.com and tell us, what did you think of the final? Who do you want in the final if you get in before then? And if you don't, what do you think of the result? Because next time we're here, we'll know who's won.
Our next episode will be BBAU wrap up and BB24
I think we
beginning.
keep that shit separate, don't
Well,
we?
yeah, maybe we'll do a 2-part of it.
Yeah,
It'll
it's got
still
to be separate.
the same.
Separate issues. Keep them siloed.
Yeah, we can get the silo bit. We'll be recording the thoughts on the same day. I know that's going to be a long.
I will not be in time for that.
That's going to be a long week next week, so schedule in some time. And follow me on Twitter, like at VM.
Follow me on Twitter, bb_superfan.
Follow BB on Blast on Twitter,
BB on
Spotify,
Blast.
Facebook.
Definitely subscribe to our RSS feeds and be careful that you're not. If you're if you're following the dead one, you're not listening
we've
to
got
this.
a
Are
dead
you?
one on there. We need to get rid of that somehow.
Never mind.
Next time. And read my book, First Aid Kit Girl. And next time, hopefully, we'll have a drink and enjoy the finale.
We haven't really considered whether we would be able to watch the finale together and do a reaction.
No, we could. No, it depends when it's on.
That probably won't.
That's going to be too early in the week, I think.
Yeah.
Oh well.
All right.
We'll come back to it.
We'll be back when we're back.
Yeah, we'll be back. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.
At Sleep Outfitters Outlet, great sleep is a big deal. Save 40 to 60% every day on every Sealy, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. Queens as low as $249. Customer exchanges, closeouts, and floor samples. Inventory changes daily, so come in for your dream deal today. With no credit-needed financing, expert advice, and up to 60% off retail, it's never been easier to get the sleep and savings you deserve. Go to sleepoutfittersoutlet.com for financing details and to find a store near you.